All right, let's see if we can get this pig kicked and started. And we are live. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Reality Skewed Gamers lunch stream here on a Taco Tuesday. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the stream we do Monday through Friday at this time, where we hang out with you wonderful and amazing folks, do stuff, and fart around in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, the mobile game brought to you by Capital Games. I'm your man with the plan, Ranger J, 1999, here on this Taco Tuesday. You can have a delicious taco whenever you like, but we celebrate their awesomeness with Taco Tuesday. That's right, Taco Tuesday, everybody. If you're new to the stream, then you know what the deal is. Come in, have some fun. It's an interactive stream. I like to interact with the chat, answer your questions, things of that nature. So if you have a question, put that into the chat. Make sure you put the word question in front of your actual question statement, and we will get that scooped up. And also give your greetings. Say hi to me. Say hi to all the other skewers. It's always appreciated and welcomed. Very much so. And we're chilling today. So today is there's not much going on. We're going to chill a little bit, you know. And what we do on Taco Tuesdays, because Taco Tuesdays are the best, aren't they? You know, you can have a delicious taco when you want, but we celebrate their awesomeness. And how do we do that? Well, we're going to do free mini roster reviews today. Say it's free. If you're a patron, you can get a mini roster review whenever you want. I'll cover that in here in a second. But for today, we open it up to the masses. To get their Taco Tuesday mini roster review. So if you want a mini roster review from myself, then all you need to do is put your ally code in and what you want me to look at in the chat. You don't have to do anything else. I'll look at it for free. You don't have to do anything. And if you want to, I really would like some tacos today. So let's see if we can get the tip jar going. That is the tip jar right there. And we call it the Taco Bourbon Fun, especially on a Taco Tuesday. It's always appreciated. So if you can, throw something in the jar. If not, that's okay too, because, you know, I know times are tough out there. We'll still look at your stuff no matter what. Patrons get first crack. People that donate get first crack. I mean, it's just the way it is. So, so do that, and then let me get through the other spiels and stuff like that. Give your greetings, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, of course, whatever you do, and then questions, get that in. But two big things. First thing is we're doing our big Patreon push. Hey, listen, by Monday of next week, if we can get 10 more Patrons, then I'll start our lore series with our boy Rambam and some others, and we'll do a weekly kind of podcast thing. We'll start. But the only way we will do that is if we get 10 more Patreons. Patreon's linked in the description of the video. I will link that here in a moment. But if you become a Patreon, $5 or more, we need 10 patrons at $5 or more, and I will do that for you guys. So there you go. So that's the only time I want to talk about that today. So get your Ross reviews in, all that stuff. Now, the other thing I need to talk about is of course, the next Saturday is our big charity stream. If you go to our Discord, you can go to the charity section and you can see the event we're going to be streaming. I'm going down to Florida. We're going to be streaming the event, and we're going to have a Magic the Gathering tournament that day. We have a lot of fun giveaways at the tournament. We're also going to have stuff that you can bid on and help us raise money for the American Cancer Society. We've been partnered with them for many, many years, raise many dollars, and we're very proud of that fact. We're also partnered with the American Cancer Society as Gamers versus Cancer, where they get different people to stream and raise money for their organization, which is a fantastic organization. And we worked with them in the past doing other things like the Disney Marathon, visiting the Children's Hospital of Atlanta, just to name a few things that we've done. So if you can't be there in the Atlanta area, then you can at least watch the stream. The stream will be, I think it'll be on Twitch, if I'm not mistaken. That's on the thing. But you get to see me. But if you're around the area, you're more than welcome to come see us and join us, because we're going to do Magic Gathering during the day. Then after that, we're going to have a meet and greet, eat food, hang out, that kind of stuff. So yeah, a lot of fun. So you're more than welcome. It will not be from Finn's Hot Tub Tumble Dry. That is incorrect information. You're going to get us in trouble. So no, that is wrong, my friend. All right. Not as I said, today's mini roster reviews and Taco Tuesday. So get your mini roster reviews and taco request in. And then we'll rock and roll. See if Ranger can get some Taco Tuesday tip jar money today. So we'll see what happens. Okay, anything, just real quick, everybody always asks what I'm working on. I just got Lando to 7 stars, and I'm working on Bougie Lay to 7 stars, and then we're going to make our big push for Jabba the Hutt. So, there you go. Shout you guys here in a second. There's nothing going on event-wise. There's just not. I don't have enough to do the Smugglers Run event 2 yet. Hopefully by next month I will have it. But yeah, there's nothing really going on. There's nothing for mod depression. I'll check real quick, but I'm almost positive we have nothing for the depression of mods. But we'll check here one moment. But I'm pretty sure we have nothing. Yes. And there's nothing in the store. So yeah, it's all about your questions. It's all about doing mini roster reviews. And of course, as a Patreon, you can get one any day of the week. And the other thing too is this Friday is the first game of the World Series. I will be in Discord for all the games of the World Series since my shows are there, hanging out in Discord, drinking. I don't think I'll do a happy hour this Friday. What I am going to do is hang out with all the Patreons and watch the game. Because, well, that's what I want to do. I'm not missing the World Series. So no happy hour for anyone on Friday. If I do, it'll be much earlier. So I'll think about that, but I'm definitely going to go watch the game in Discord. You guys come hang out with me and be goofy and hang out like we always are. VIPs love it. I hang out with them. They come in there. We be goofy, watch the game, talk Star Wars, watch stuff. It's a lot of fun. So there you go. All right, let me start out by the shout-outs real quick. We got Dom, who's always lurking, but he's always there, and I appreciate Dom. He was simple, elegant, hi, and I appreciate it. Howdy. Howdy, Dom. Tom Blow, of course, the aforementioned man with the best friend in the business, says hello there, Ranger and Skewers. Hello, Dom, Tom Blow, and hello there. Benny Lau says, ni hao, taco lovers, indeed. They are delicious. So, let's see. Tumblo Dry says, happy Tequila Tuesday. I mean, sure, if we want to raise some funds for the tequila there, Tumblo, then get that started for the tip jar. Evan Buckler, my friend, says, morning Ranger and Skewers, tacos. Oh, he's already started on his tacos. Appreciate it. Darth Lucas Rose says, happy Taco Tuesday, everyone. Happy Taco Tuesday, you, my friend. Mr. Bone, how do you feel? Mr. Bone says, good afternoon, Skewers. Good afternoon, my friend. Glad to have you here. Andrew Zani, the Major, says, hello there, Ranger. Hello, Big A, and hello there. Lord Megatron, the Decepticons coming in hot and heavy with the waves and the hearts. So you gotta love that. Darth Lucas says, any guesses on the next Conquest tune? Soon we'll hear about it soon. Well, the rumors are that it's going to be the shuttle from Kenobi from the Inquisitors. So that's been out there in the ether for a while, but we'll see what happens. It could be wrong, but that's what we're seeing from the rumor. So we will see what happens. Andrew Zonis' question: do you let players play evil characters in campaigns, UDM? Yeah, we actually did a whole Star Wars 5th edition stream where I had them all make evil characters. So I'm pretty sure we did that. No. Which one did we do that we did evil characters? We've done that before, where we were just evil. So, yeah. JT says, morning, Skewers. Good morning, JT. Glad to have you here. Yeah, we have done that in the past. I don't mind it, if you want to be evil, but it's. I always ask the players, do you want to do evil or you want to be good? A lot of times the people want to do good, and sometimes I don't give people I play with a choice. Like, we're doing an evil campaign. If not, I'm going to find another DM because I don't want to do another normal campaign. Sometimes you just want to be evil, and I think it's fun to play, a non-scrupulous character for your campaign and stuff. If you're always good and and stuff, like, wouldn't it be nice if you could just destroy the world, as the kids like to say? Danny, hey, what's going on? This was that Ranger. What's going on? You want me to look at your Savage? I can do that, JT. I'm pretty sure you're a Patreon supporter, so that's a no-brainer. We can do that real quick. Our first mini roster review of the day. So we'll look at that here. Where is Savage? Let's just go to Sith. My mouse would work. That'd be great. Am I missing something here? Oh, there he is. Okay, you went offense sets. That's fine. Hard to judge it because you don't have him completely done, but you have the Omicron. He's 7-star. I'll look at the mods here real quick. Offense, protection. I'd probably go health, not protection. Offense on that is fine. Oh, it's fine. Yeah, health. Yeah, I would go a little bit more health. He needs health more than he needs protection. Let's go health on the circle. You want to go offense in the other ones, that's fine. And I'm fine with the offense set. You got some decent health secondary. So, yeah, that looks actually okay there, JT. Yeah. Let's change the circle out. Let's go health primary on that. And I know that he's fine. He's totally fine. That looks good. Looks very good. You're welcome. You are welcome, my friend. Andrew Zone says, I want to play a wizard necromancer, but I mainly just want a small undead army follow me around, not necessarily just outright killing PCs or NPCs. That's fine. We all want the heart wants what the heart wants. Yep. So there you go. All right. Get your meeting rounds for using. Get your questions in. I'm hanging out with you guys today. Doing the Lord's work here, trying to help people with their accounts. But yeah, I have to get ready to make the big push. Hey, Clayton, the Mad Chad lad. He's out there somewhere in the world doing the Lord's work. Well, never mind.
Or is he right here?
Or is he right here? Satan? Yeah, I'm the same way, dude. I've been pushing hard, working out here lately, and crack, snap, crackle, pop.
Right.
On the old backy back. You know what I'm saying? Little cracky crack. What am I getting tagged in the guild for?
We need more teams, apparently.
I'm not doing that, man. I already put down one. I put all my teams down. I ain't playing this game. You ain't eating, Clayton. These other people that join need to step up, man. Seriously, this is getting out of hand.
Well, I think part of the problem is what we're calling. Well, the thing is, I don't know why we're still
then just say, I don't have that team. What can I put down instead? Hey, you know.
Raise your hand, say, I don't have it. Like, don't sit here to the last hour, 2 hours of the join period and be like,
yeah.
But I mean, like, how do people not have Ray yet?
I don't know.
Curious, asking for a friend. Like, if you have JMK and Lord Vader and C and JML, how have you not just sneezed and picked up the last two GLs?
I don't know.
Because I mean, they're not like Rose.
Dude,
I refuse.
I feel that on a personal level as somebody who has the Rose Zeta and Omicron. Mistakes were made with that.
Yeah,
but
were.
Like Ray as a
you know how to fucked up, my friend.
Is like bar none probably the most mileage we've gotten out of a GL besides JMK. Like that, the fact that she just works with so many different teams, she's got the generic just light side leadership. You can just kind of smash it around with whatever you want. So
well, yeah, but JT, we're just specifically talking about our our guild problems.
We're in a 470 million GP guild.
I do not understand.
There are certain things you start to expect at that level.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like if you've got 15 R9s and not all 7 or at least all 6 GLs, like we need to have a talk.
Like what's up? Now, if you're farming it, that's fine, but
yeah,
go faster. Andrew Zone says, I feel like TW participation in guilds everywhere is a huge problem. Well, it's not that we don't get participants. It's like, but you must put the teams that we require if you're going to do it. We're not hard asses about it. So yeah.
Well, and I think people like they think their team's not good enough. They don't want to place it. And it's just like, well, then DM somebody and ask them. Don't just make the executive decision. Because I mean, like, let's be honest, a Momo wall at our guild isn't doing much besides just filling ranks.
It's just filling ranks. So yeah,
it doesn't matter if you don't have, the full gear 13 relic 5 team that can slap a Datacron on them. Like that's a small point of contention. So
Andrew's on it. That's 150 million more than my guild. Well, someday you'll be where we're at, so it's fine. Hawthorne says Ray should have been done in 2022. Yeah, 2020 or 2020 call. This says wants its Ray to be done. I get it though. A lot of people just skipped Ray because they went SLKR and JML and JMK and yeah.
Well, just the like SLKR is hands down the better GL because of what it allows
overall,
your account to do.
Get the fleet,
you've
better
got
fleet, and you got C because you got Executor. It makes sense. Ray is one of the last ones you do. So,
unless you got her at the beginning, it doesn't.
Which
make sense
I did because I'm an old crusty turd that's been playing this game. Ray was my first GL, so and I don't regret it at all.
See, I want the Slacker out because I was closer to him at the time.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
So, I mean,
right?
I went Slacker and then JML and then C. Now I'm going JMK, so I'll probably do Ray next. But
if you're getting Swallow or you're close to Swallow, you should because, man, what a tough fight. Although you missed, I think you missed it on Saturday or Friday night, Clayton. We won, and I beat that Ray team with gas, no Datacron.
Yeah.
And then,
I think Ram told me on Saturday.
Did he?
Yeah, we were chatting a little bit.
Oh, okay. Because I was hanging out with Ram.
It's kind of funny how Gas still claps Ray's cheeks, and Ben didn't change that an iota.
Yeah. It was dicey, but it can be done. So Josh Elf says hi to Ranger and Company. What's going on, Big Joshy? Andy says I'm really tempted to go for Ray 4th because I'll be able to get Ben unlocked by the 6th conquest. Then yeah, you should be getting Ray. It's a really bloody difficult team, man. It is really a nightmarish team. But we don't really know how good or bad it is because it's bugged the shit in Kingdom Come. They fixed some stuff, but my goodness gracious, how does that happen? I don't know. I do not know what in the name of the All-Father is happening with that stuff. Ooh, can I attack Kaliwale? I will see. I think How
do you fall back so far in fleet?
Oh, everybody! I'm a day. This is a day one shard, man. Everybody and their mom's got the fleets, dude. So,
jeez, yeah. Everyone's still like my fleet. Like, there's hardly any movement in my shard.
Yeah, I mean, no, but that's the thing is that we all have everything. So, I mean, the top 40 have executors and profundities. So, I mean, I'm surprised that I don't fall past 20 sometimes. You know, that's really the bigger shock. If I wake up and I'm like 10, I'm like, oh, happy day, Christmas is here for Ranger.
I might occasionally
have
to do
the RNG just hosed me. This could go bad. This could go really bad. It hosed me. Oh, they went after the Falcon. Let's get rid of you. All right. God, I missed. Oh, the game's intentionally trying to hose me. You know, they really need to, this RNG that they're putting in here, you know, it's getting redonkulous. This is getting stupid.
It's like, it's just happens just enough to where I'm like, really, guys?
Look at that. Look at this crap, man.
Come on. Metas were built on dodge. Didn't you know?
I guess, you know.
That's a good one.
Some bullshit going on here. Some bullshit.
Again, fleet battles by RSG, brought to you by Dodge.
Well, it's brought to you by something. Stinky turd is what comes to mind when I think about it. Look at this. I'm already in pay. Jesus Christ and mighty. Can we kill anything? They're going to heal before we kill? All right. Yep. Look at this shit. They're going to get the payout for me because the game is caca-doo-doo. Just throwing that out there. Oh, my sweet Jesus.
I remember getting no assists.
Wow.
I mean, your next turn you'll have.
Yeah. I mean,
you'll have it.
Yeah. So let's just do that because that'll speed us up more. We can go after you, my friend. But it's still the RNG I notice is really picked up where they secretly like buff the AI and stuff for this crap. I'm like, that can't be a thing, man. You can't pimp this stuff like, oh, get this ship, it's great, and then like, haha, for you.
That is true.
Profanity could beat executors on offense and vice versa, unless we change the AI where it's bullshit. All right, we got it. man, I hate when I get that kind of RNG. It's like, that's just diarrhea, man. Seriously. I ain't got time for that crap, man. All right. We said hi to Josh Elf. What else in the three says Elfscar was my first, and I got J Mail, then C, then Ray. Looking back, I'm 50-50 whether I should have gotten any my Ray second instead of J Mail. I think it's still right. You still got it, so you're fine. Josh says I'm just at work as usual. Haha. Yes, I know. We get it. You'll get through the day, buddy. We're gonna get you through this. Andrew Zoni says unless they release a Leia that's actually reasonable for me to get instead. Well, we'll see. We got 40th anniversary coming up. Thomas says I met a Ray solo a few rounds ago. SLK or Doc is on was no difficult and as per usual. Yeah, you can do it. Navdu says I really wish they would shuffle up the fleet shard. Day one shards suck. It's fine. I don't really have any problems taking one or two in my rotation every day, so I'm pretty good. Now, see, Josh, and I'm glad to have you here, Navju. Josh says I finally got invited to my Fleet Shard chat. Well, that only took a year. All right. Well, at least you're in there now.
Yeah, and I'm still not in mine. So.
Well, your guys is.
I'm just annoying somebody.
Yeah.
Which is funny because there's some people that are in my Fleet Shard that were in the Shard chat that I was in for Arena. So I'm surprised they haven't invited me yet. I don't even know if we have one. So.
Yeah, JG says if there's a GLA, my relic Ewoks would become boss. Well, if they're needed for it, they sure in the hell will be because they're gonna get that.
I guarantee they will. They're one of the last factions
on.
that haven't been required anywhere beyond Gear probably 12. Because I mean, the last time we used them was for C3PO.
Yeah,
so
we know
it's coming. I can almost guarantee you every named character is going to be required at relics.
Yep. So.
Guarantee Wicket's going to be R7.
Num num.
Or even R8.
Oh no, he's going to be R8.
Yeah.
Let's be real. He's had the most interaction with Leia, so
yeah. I'm not looking forward to that day. I keep sitting here. I've got all the gear to take my Ewoks to Gear 13. But I don't want to. I'll wait for the announcement. I mean, like, I just don't care enough. I'm sitting on the Dr. Afra requirements waiting for her kit. Because the only thing I don't want to do is like with Starkiller, I wanted the character no matter what. Like, it didn't matter to me how good or bad he was going to be. I wanted the character, so I didn't mind get it. And I liked the other characters that came with it. I liked Dash, like Hal Katarn, Mara Jade, Talon, liked all those characters, so I didn't really mind getting them ahead of time. The current set for Dr. Afra, like, I like Hondo, but outside of that, like, I'm just gonna sit on them and wait because I want to see how good she's gonna be and what she's gonna do before we even sniff that. Because if it's like, I don't know, TB, or if they're gonna stay in the vein of 3v3 Amis, then sidestep that character. I'll slow farm her. There's no need to rush it.
Yub nub, ichupa yub nub, atoma topapachi, badu jingu yub nub. Okay.
be fair, from what I've seen of the droids, they're pretty decent together.
Yeah,
they did a good job.
They're great. They're bringing back the droid nuke team from but now you can just use Sword Elite, of course. But they're bringing back the droid nuke team from the heyday. You just don't need Grievous anymore. But again, that's a super expensive team to build. I mean, Sorty's gear heavy and I mean kind of niche. You need BB-8 for that. You need T3M4 with those Zetas, and then you need those two droids with their Zetas. And so it's just kind of like at a certain point, it's just like, man, I'd love to, but like I can beat DR already. Like, and most of the DRs I come across now are going to be with the Malgus lead. So I have little desire for that.
All right. So get your questions in. Remember, we're doing mini roster reviews. It's Taco Tuesday. So if you want a mini roster review, and you're not a Patreon, of course, Patrons get one whenever they want. But if not, then put your ally code in with what you want me to look at, and we'll get you squared away. And you don't do anything else. Well, it's just Taco Tuesday. We celebrate the greatness of tacos on Taco Tuesday. And if you want to throw a tip in the tip jar, you can for Ranger to get some delicious bourbon and the delicious tacos. So yeah, do that. Get your questions in. Get your mini Ross review request in, and we'll be hanging out with you guys for a bit, doing that today, and then yeah. And then tomorrow I may not have a lunch stream. I'm pretty sure I won't because well, I've got stuff I got going on, so we'll still have the Wednesday night stream, of course. That won't go anywhere. But I think the lunch stream, because I have some stuff I have to get done for this week, and pertaining to our big charity stream on next Saturday. So, good.
Hey, Ranger.
Yub Nub. You want to sing the Yub Nub song with me, Clayton?
No,
Nub.
I don't even know
You
it.
got the nub.
I don't even know it.
A doja papa chachi.
Da, da, da.
The doja doo doo ah. Yub nub. Woo 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 woo.
I did do a little remodding. I brought my Bosky boy up on speed.
Good.
He's 330 now,
Very nice. Good.
which is better than 304.
Tumble, so who's the fifth with the droids? IPD? I think it's T3M4. Yeah, Sanders.
Yeah, it's sortie lead. Depending on the team, BB-8 is hit or miss. Because if you need to outrun them, you need BB-8. If you don't, then you can just take it without it. But then you need T3, the 2 new droids, and then the last one you can go either way. You could do IG-88, you could do Imperial Probe Droid, a couple other things as well.
Yeah. JT says, WTF, I'll just have to find a thirst trap for lunch then. No, tomorrow? Yeah. I mean, it's still up in the air. If I can get it in, I'll get it in. But if I do, it won't be very long for tomorrow. So it may just be an hour. So yeah. But yeah, when it comes to BB-8, man, him on Grievous, I'm just kicking the shit out of too much stuff with that right now. We're kicking the shit out of Momos.
Yeah.
We're kicking the shit out of these Star Schmiller teams. I mean, you get ahead of it, you get that target lock going, and you're pretty much, just.
Oh yeah.
wreck.
No, there's not a huge argument for separating them. And like I said, the teams that it's beating are teams that are super debuff reliant on the so DR again. It's not beating Malgus as far as I've seen. At least not R9 Malguses. Maybe without the Krons and the GAC stuff it might. But yeah, anyways, it just gets to the point of it's another really niche counter that a Datacron could overwrite. And set 5 drop. We should get set 5's information this week or next.
Yeah.
I'm assuming we'll get the information this week, and it'll.
I don't think we're gonna get any Conquest news this week. It'll be next week because Conquest comes in the week after that next week. So because Conquest should fall in on Monday, November.
Technically, it should be the 31st, but
no, it's the first Monday of
the month. Yeah, which should be the 7th.
So the 7th, yeah.
Yeah.
So.
But usually it's 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. So we've been off for 2 weeks now. So there's a small chance they do it. But either way, even if they wait, the only reason why I think they'll still push for the 31st is they probably don't want the Conquest because there won't be any character. It shouldn't matter then, I don't think. Because the only thing I could say is that they would want the rewards to fall on a day they're in the office, because I don't think they're going to be in the office the entire week of the 21st to 25th.
Yeah.
So my guess is that there's a small chance it still goes live on Monday, but my guess is no. Well, it won't matter, will it?
Well, it's still going to be. It still won't be November, so I don't know if they'll launch it on Monday.
It won't. Yeah, but it won't matter either way, because even if they
maybe they're launching on Tuesday.
They'll have to update the store, for the new Datacron set. But that won't change anything because even if you can start working on it today, you won't have it in time for the newest TW, and you won't have it in time for the newest what's the other thing? You won't have it on time. Yeah, the GAC lock-ins will already be done too. So I mean, it won't impact any of that stuff. Even if you start farming it, you can't get it in time to do anything, and then they got the week off.
Indeed.
Which is the only reason why I think they'll go on the 31st.
Yeah,
they're probably on the off week. Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, I don't really care. So,
well, yeah, but
we're getting the Conquest shuttle. And I'm not that enthused. So,
well, yeah, but more or less, it's just that we need the week before the next season of GAC to start.
Yeah, that's
to farm
true.
it.
And yeah,
so
so if they want to do it, yeah, that's fine. As I said, I'm not really too. I really don't care. And here's on a question: does Starkiller beat anything exciting TW with just the Mar Omni? I don't have Jihani done yet.
What's the question?
With just Mara Omni? I mean, he could take on some GLs. I mean, it's still Starkiller.
So with the Mara Omni turns off if there's a GL present.
Oh, that's right. So no.
No, so you need Jihani. You can beat Gas with Star Schmiller. With the heck.
I think I beat Ray. I didn't have, but I put who did I have on the team? I didn't have. Like EP Mara is gonna run a train no matter what.
Yeah.
I think I still run Cat, and I think I have Juhani, but Juhani's just gear 12.
Yeah, I've got the Jihani.
And I've beat some GLs with it. Because EP and Mara just start the turn meter train, and then you can get to your ultimate and then drop the
But taking out a Gas with that team is not a bad shout out either. So
yeah, I mean, you could do that too.
Because Gas takes a seat.
It could take out teams.
Yeah, he's squatting immediately.
I mean, you can beat most anything that allows you to TM roll.
Yeah.
So like besides like DR Malix, like you can beat most things because Mara with the Ami goes first all the time. So unless it's like a Hux team that prevents turn meter gain or a GL, like as long as you can gain turn meter from EP's leadership, you should be able to steamroll most teams, especially with Starkiller being present. So
yeah. What are we gonna chat? Hawthorne maybe it will be the Inquisitor ship as everyone thinks, but I don't see why they would release 2 Conquest Empire ships back to backs. Home one needs the help. You're looking at it wrong, Hawthorne. They're trying to push Inquisitors, man, and they're trying to get stuff in for certain reasons to force money. Because
the answer is that they are doing it because you will need the ship for the TB.
Come on, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like everything they're pushing now is for the new TB.
Yes.
So even though it's not here yet, all the new onslaught of the Omicrons, the Inquisitors, the Jabbas, all that stuff, all of that is a push for the new TB. They're trying to get you guys ready, or at least know what the expectations are of what you'll need to be working on for the new TB, so that no one launches in like, what do you mean I gotta have Phoenix at Relic 5? Well, we gave you the profundity, and Hera's Relic 5, right?
So, yeah. All right, get your request in for many roster reviews. Happy Taco Tuesday to everyone. We are here to celebrate. And so keep getting your greetings, get your questions. These are really good questions, but we're doing mini roster reviews. So if you want a mini roster review and you're not a Patreons get it whenever they want when I'm streaming. But if you're not a Patreon, then throw your ally code in with what you want me to look at. You don't have to do anything else. You want to throw a tip in the tip jar so Ranger can get some tacos today? That is fine. LC says, hey, Ranger and Karth, how are you guys using Savage on D? I'll show you mine.
I am using a absolute trash team right now.
So I think that we had ours in the north, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and it actually, this team here had 8 holds last round. We had a pretty decent GAC. We went 2-1. But this team here with EP Mara and this with this Datacron, creamy, very creamy. It's the turn the cooldown reduction. So yeah, our north wall has been doing some serious damage to folks here. South wall, we get a hold here and there, but I mean, they look at that north wall and they've just been like, this is not fun either, but we will do it. You can see here that I've now updated so the level 9 Datacron on C kicks in for this round. This last 5v5 we've got to both Malik and Sith Empire Trooper. I took to Relic 5. I am being very good. I have no more salvage, but you know what? It was something that I had to do. God dang it! I get this team up there running, doing some good work there, boy. I tell you what. And with the fast alt, then creamy. So it's going to be a nice little defense. It's going very well for us. So that's what I'm using mine on. So Andrew Zoni says, can you imagine if people just ignore the new TB because we refuse to farm Inquisitors? No. It's gonna be kind of hard to not to ignore. I mean, people can, but I don't see it. I don't think BCM or Car sees it. I mean, it's throwing that out there.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I've been in a guild that ignored Geo for a while because
Well, if you're lower tier,
it was impossible.
Of course, yeah. What else? 3 says, speaking of Phoenix, I can see us needing Zeb at Relic 5 for GLA because Leia was a Rebels a couple times. Yeah, I mean, sure, absolutely. Young teenage Leia was there. Yeah.
I just want to get Endor Leia and then get GL Leia. I want them to do the same thing they did with Luke. Give me 2 more Leias.
2 more Leias,
One more.
and we will have the complete set.
And then give me a 4th. Give me General Leia as Resistance as another lift here for Rey.
There you go. Tombo says, the list of things I want players to ignore is getting long. Datacrons before the new DB, please. We all want Datacrons to go to hell in a handbasket, so yeah, I just don't want to even deal with them right now. What's the ideal team for Savage with Omni? EP Mara, Savage, and then what we did
A tank, didn't we?
Yeah, something like that. I can't remember, but you saw the team that I put out there, so yeah. So what do I do with Starkiller then? That I put him on a Starkiller then goes on this team in the south. I thought I showed it, but I'll show it again here. So Starkiller goes on a Treya team. So Treya with Treya, Starkiller, Visas, Crew, and Juhani. And that's still a very nice team as well. Tomlo says, I tried Savage solo against JTR, no bueno. Well, I'm sure that didn't go too well.
Undispellable heal immunity.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with that.
Yeah, that's not a good call for that kind of, that didn't work out well.
But that gives you an answer for how to deal with him, which is one of the few ways that isn't an instant defeat.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. JT says, I love Datacrons. No, you don't. You're lying. You're just trying to make us angry. I know you love Ewoks, but you don't love Datacrons, JT. I've seen your other comments, so. What a full of shit, my friend.
He'll love Datacrons when his Ewoks get one.
Oh, yeah, but he just loves Datacrons, so, I mean, or his Ewoks, so, yeah. No, I can send me your ally request. I know you're there lurking. You have to send me your ally code so I can look at it. Again, we're doing mini roster reviews. I'm trying to get some bourbon and taco money for this week. Yeah. So trying to get the tip jar going. So if you want to do that, you don't have to. I will look at your stuff regardless. So, but I can't do it if you don't send me your ally code. That makes it a little. Oh, that's right. You are. Sorry, no, I'm got 900 windows open. That's right. All right, I'll get you here in a second. They're good call. Sorry. I'll go look for it. I guess I'll have to do all the work here for the guildies. In Arizona, as much as I love Omicrons, I wish they would stop shoehorning teams to specific game modes, make my investment usable everywhere, makes farming stuff like Starkiller seem like a waste. The real problem is not Omicrons. It's Datacrons being used everywhere that is really screwing up the Omicrons and stuff. I have a bigger problem with Datacrons than I have Omicrons being used in certain places. Nightmare says, Sup Ranger, GAC question, Dashacron better used on offense or defense? I love it on defense. We have it with the Ray team, so but it's really good on both.
Depends what you pair it with, because
Yeah.
on offense it punches through a lot of teams.
Yes, it does.
Dash's damage is just ridiculous, and then since you move after every turn that they make, they just can't get very far. So I mean, you can use it to counter so many teams.
Eva says, I don't think anyone likes Datacrons, but you're screwing yourself in mid to end game without them. Oh yeah, we have to use them. And we work on them, but it ain't because of enjoyment or because we want to be dicking around with those things.
Oh, I just take the beating.
Yeah, and some just take the beating.
Just like, I don't care.
CBCM, the beat up country Viking. He took a beating like a man there.
I'm going to Valhalla one way or the other.
Yes.
Might as well die in battle, right?
Let's see here. Hawthorne says they need to increase the flow of Omicron. It's been quite a while since they came out. Oh, I agree with that. I mean, good Lord in heaven, do they ever need to? But they're still monetizing it, so no.
I mean, that's not going to change.
Yeah, they're not changing that. Hey, GB Forsyth is joining us. What's going on, my friend? Eva says, I took out a raid dash with Star Killing GC last round. I just kept saying dash till he was dead, and it was... Yeah, you can take it out. I mean, I took out gas. I took out Ray with Dashcon with gas. So, but yeah, it's still nasty. It's nasty. It's not fun. Not fun. Let's see here. We have our good friend Nord who wants me to look at what? All right, we need to look at the resistance team for these mods. Okay, got it. Let's check out some mods for resistance. We have Ray with the Purse Brothers, Swallow, and R2 Daytoa. Yeah, we can look at that. All right, let's see what we got on Ray. It's a health Ray. Ooh, I haven't seen one of those since before you were born. Still good damage on it. I mean, if you're going to run health set, but you can get this kind of damage on Ray, that's works for me. We said R2.
Yeah, see, Androzani, Omnis, I don't mind Omnis because it raised the level of certain teams in certain modes. It wasn't...
Yeah, I don't mind them either.
It was along the lines of the game balance. So it's still balanced. It just took teams that were subpar and made them on par.
Or straight up characters that were subpar.
Or, yeah, characters that were subpar and made them relevant.
Yeah.
Datacrons just took all that and threw it out the window and completely unbalanced the game. Because if anybody could get an Omni, but to have RNG with the Datacrons and trying to, do that, it's like if you have it, you have it. If you don't, you don't. If you fought a team with an Omni, you could still beat it. There's certain Datacrons that you see, you're just not going to win. It's just straight up game over.
Well, so Omnis for the most part added tons and tons and tons of offensive viability for a squad. So basically, for the most part, Omicrons were far more power offensively than they were defensively. With the given exception, there are a couple, like Qui-Gon, when his first iteration was just deleting GLs out the gate.
Oh my god.
But for the most part, Omicrons were always designed for more of an offensive use, which is fine because that means you get an upgrade, it gives you another offensive tool, but the players aren't really seeing them on defense, so it's not really infuriating anybody because you're kind of... Now Malgus isn't a can of worms, but I think Malgus is more the exception because of the fact that his Kron is the reason why he's on defense, not necessarily the fact that he's got the Omnis. I think once the Kron falls, he'll probably make his way back to the offensive lines instead. But anyways, the Datacrons on the other hand are just... They're super complicated tools for people to work around defensively. It's like, it's not only do you have to account for the level 3, 6, 9 abilities on the Kron, you have to account for the stats they gain, and and sometimes it's inconsequential, and other times it's just going to ruin your day. I think Arnold went up against an opponent that had 12 Datacrons with over 80% dodge.
Yeah, I saw that.
And so it's just like you get to a certain level where it's just not feasible for players to engage anymore, because what's the point? Even if you have the counter that should work, if you can't land a hit, you time out. Like, it doesn't matter that you can take infinite turns. If you can't kill them, you can't kill them. So it's like they kind of get into this boat of like, they
kind of did the same thing with GLs off the top. Because remember, in the beginning, if there was a GL on defense and you didn't have one, before we figured out all the counters, right, when they first came out, and not that this is the same, but there was times where it's like you saw a certain GL on defense, it's like there's no way. If you don't have the counter or you don't have a GL, you're screwed.
Well, yeah.
All right, looking through your stuff, Noel, everything looks really good, actually, for this. Ben, he's got a good set on him. Again, Hawthorne made a good point in the chat. Until they get all the wonkiness off Ben. Right now, we're all, modding him for offense and damage and stuff. Now, yours is only like 3, so it's a little bit less than, say, what mine and Cars is, which is over 17k damage, right? But yeah, so everything else looks good. Good speed on Finn and Poe. R2 is really fast. Your Ray looks great. So yeah, this looks really good, Noel. So thank you for letting us see it. We have some people joining us now. We got the engineer, Choo Choo. Says hello there. So sorry I'm late. Question, what is the shenanigans about a Admiral Radis team with one of the TIE fighters I hear of? And which TIE pilot are we talking about? Arnold mentioned it. I have no idea. I've not even heard of that.
Oh, it's just to stop counters from working. So like Admiral Radis can be beaten by Momo and Geos really easily on his own by his default. So having the bonus turn or whatever else, it just interrupts enough to give the opportunity back to the Adrad team to get its thing going, because it's all about getting to its mini ult. So it's just to interrupt things. Like Geos don't work anymore with the with TFP being present and a couple other like cheaper counters. So it's just to cut off cheaper counters. Like currently I run my Adrad team with Nest, and that stops Bad Batch from functioning nearly as well. It stops Geos from doing their thing, because you have to have really high relic Bad Batch to punch through my Relic 7 Nest.
All right, Evo says, I want set 5 to be more like set 3. Out of all the Datacron sets so far, set 3 felt like the most balanced in terms of what stats get a boost in some of the level 3, 6, 9 bonuses. You know what I want from set 5? Not to come into the goddamn game. That's what I want.
It wouldn't be the first time they ripped something out of the game because it wasn't working right.
Celsi says, good evening, everyone. Good evening, my friend. Jib says, a few of us have integrated the TFP to Admiral Radis. I mean, yeah, I guess so. I've always put in the back, and if it can be beat, I mean, Bad Batch handles it very, very well, and, Momo can do it and stuff. So, but, I mean, meh. There's always more counters and more crap coming into this game, so we'll see what it all plays out to.
As long as we only ever have 11 teams for defense, it's gonna allow for this kind of shenanigans in the game, because there's no need to spread yourself thin. You can just have everything consolidated down into one team. I mean, a lot of accounts that are reaching over the 9 million, 10 million markers have way more than 22 teams available. So you're just sitting alone. You can really, it's what allows us to put Night Sister Zombie with Slacker to go beat things, because we don't have to have the Night Sister team functional and things of that nature.
Oh, look what it is. It's the Robin Hood of Shieldwood Forest of Swoggo. The Wolfie's in there, says this guy. This freaking guy. I said it. Datacrons can suck my butt. Andrew's
it's not popular opinion, but for my opinion, I always thought it was funny. You could put multiple copies of a character on a team. That just, to me, just always seemed weird. Like, for instance, on the Slacker team, you can have both Slacker and both Kylos. And it just, or the Master Luke team with the younger Luke version. It's kind of, to me, it just seems weird to put multiple characters on the same team.
And
You know, or the CLS team, you got like 4 Chewies.
Oh yeah. And
Oh, you got the. Oh,
see
yeah,
here.
go for it.
Oh, sorry, I'm just going through the chat and stuff. What were we gonna finish up saying?
Oh, like the CLS team, you have Chewbacca with 2PO, and then Chewbacca and Han, and then 3PO, which is 2 versions of 3PO and 2 versions of Chewbacca. If they lock you out on that, it'd make, I don't know. I don't know what it'd do to the game, but it would definitely make it more interesting figuring out what teams you could put together.
Yeah. Andrew Zani says, well, it makes them money from the top 1%, so they're here to stay. Oh, there they can. You know, and Evil kind of reiterates, says, obviously we'd rather not have Datacrons, but they're not going anywhere. I don't accept that. I'm going to be up their ass until they listen, because I'm going to call them that they're turning their game to garbage with Datacrons. So they can keep doing it. I'm still going to call them out. I mean, a company can make a bad decision. I'm going to let them know that they're making a bad decision. You know, on this one subject, they're really missing the mark. So I don't accept it. They can still do it. I'll still deal with them, but I'm still going to call them out and just say, you don't get it, you know? So I don't accept that they have to come in. And I'm going to keep screaming that to CG until it gets through their thick skulls. And I've done it many times. So engineer question for my man Ranger says, how's the job farm going? Well, my friend, it's going pretty good. We got Skiffy Lando to 7 stars. The only thing I got left is for Bougie Leia. I'm going to save up the crystals, and then we'll get 85 here in the next few days. Well, I'll have to wait till Friday, so we'll do that, and she'll be close to 7 stars, and then we'll start the big push. So once Bougie Leia is done, then you can see the ones that are there. Then we'll rock and roll. So it's slowly, we're slowly getting there using my crystals and stuff. Angel says again, the question is, do they care as long as they make money? They don't. But I mean, I don't think they're making as much money with Datacrons as they were before. So it's going to reach a point. So we'll see. Elsie, how does the Piet team with Vader work? I just rolled the DRDC trying to figure out how to beat AGL. The Piet team with Vader work? The Datacron? I think it's just putting Piet in the loop, or not Piet, Vader in the loop, right?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either. I don't.
It would really help
it.
if I unmuted myself, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, there you go. Hey Clayton, you might know this. Hey buddy, glad to have you back.
So you need Darth Maul Zeta lead at R5, of course, because you got to have R5 for level 6 to work. So basically, you just need to math out your speeds so that you go no more than third, and then basically you just loop enough turns so you have enough stacks of Emperor's Trap to one
Wolfie
tap.
said the same thing. Yep, you guys are on it. Look at great minds think alike. Clayton and Wolfie. Wolfie and Clayton.
Things we have to be prepared for, because it's like,
yeah,
I can't even. So like the only way, there's only like 2 ways to get around it. On defense for Vader, which is basically, one is take 8th brother up to stupid fast speeds and throw him on your defensive team, or the other hand is put Candyman in. But then both of those options make it easier to do the other counters.
Nightmare, literally every content creator tells them they suck. CG is listening and seem to don't care. Almost like they want people to quit. I don't care about that. I'm not quitting, and I ain't giving up on this issue. So they can keep doing it. I'm still going to beat them over the head with it. You know, and I'm fair. When CG gets stuff like I've given them praise about the characters and the mod stuff that they did, you know, they get props. But I'm still going to be up their ass, and I ain't going to go anywhere. I just won't. So, you know, if they get tired of if they don't want to listen to it, hey, I can't do anything. The only thing I have the power to do is just keep reminding them that Datacrons are ass. So, you know, I just, you know, oh, I know, Wolf, but you guys knew the answer is what I was trying to say, because I had no idea. I'm not familiar. So yeah, I'm not gonna stop saying it. You know, if they don't want to listen, hey, that's their thing. This game's bleeding to death, and it's going to start bleeding profusely if they don't realize it sooner rather than later. So all I can do is just spread the message and tell them what's working and what's not working. If they don't want to listen, I mean, I could tell someone a car's coming and scream it at them as much as I want to try to save them from being run over by a car. But if they want to get hit by the car, then there's nothing I can do. Mary J says pizza says I can't wait for set 5. You know you don't, Mary J. You don't mean that. You quit lying. Cornhorn says the Target Piet Endless Loop is fun too. Yeah, it's basically what it is.
Now at this point you kind of have to have both, because if they are high dodge crons, then you need to use the Tarkin loop. If it's high deflection, then you need to go Vader. So it's like, it's just one of those things. And then of course, you know, if you miss, you're screwed.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. All right, enough of Datacrons. I don't want to talk about that horse crap anymore. Well, I don't know if it's on live support yet. I mean, it's bleeding out right now. The ship is starting to sink. It can be salvaged if they just get rid of Datacrons, man. I'm sorry, it's a miss. It's a complete miss. If they don't want to accept that fact, okay, cool. Think you know better? Keep losing money. You're going to make some money on the top end because people at the top end, but you ain't making money anywhere else with this crap, and you're just causing players not to want to spend. So... Well, I don't know about that. I think everything can be salvaged in Mary J, but we'll see. No, I don't, Evo. I've faced enough of them in GAC. Don't care. Muggsy, you want me to look at something? There you go. There we go. We can look at some rosters. Let's get off Datacrons and let's go look at rosters. And that's what we're doing today. It's Taco Tuesday, everybody. Celebrate Taco Tuesday. So yeah, if you want a mini roster review, this is the day to get it. We celebrate Taco Tuesday by doing mini roster reviews. So if you want one, all you got to do is put your ally code in, what you want to look at. Of course, if you're Patreon, you get one whenever you want, not just on Taco Tuesdays. You don't have to do anything else. I'm just trying to get some money for the Ranger J 1999 bourbon and taco fund. You want to throw a tip in the tip jar, you can do that. But if not, I'm still going to look at your stuff because I'm a good guy that likes to help out the pepples. All right. It says, finishing gas events. Wondering what I should do after I'm thinking executor. All right. So let me see here. We're finishing up geese. Should we get everything ready for geese? Did you get geese already or are you getting ready for it? All right. You're getting ready for geese. So his GR should be climbing up the ranks of stuff. Yeah, I can see them. There they are. And then Separatists. Let's look at your Separatists. You're going to have to get them up and running. But, okay, so gas. We're going to do gas. Okay. Do the gas. And then you're thinking executor. Well, we do have a JML. Gas would be nice. Then that pretty much gets your main pieces on the board with the Revens and gas and all that kind of stuff. Look at your Empire real quickie. Okay. And then your bounty hunters. Are we looking there? Not too shabby, actually. I want to check one more thing. Mandalorian. All right, you got Bam done. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm fine with executor. Then see, I mean, this looking at everything. Yeah, executor's actually not a bad play. Get C executor. I want to see one more thing. I don't know your first order. I mean, getting the ship meta is important. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go see executor. And then probably SRKR. You could go for fun if you wanted to afterwards. That's fine too. So, yeah. Yeah. This looking at everything that where you're at right now, Muggsy. Yeah, go do that. Finish gas. Get gas on the board. Great piece. And then executor C. Yeah, I like it a lot. Hell, you can even just get executive if you wanted to, not without C. So whatever floats your boat there. Yeah. Well, yeah, but I'm just saying afterwards, maybe save up a little bit and stuff like that. So there you go. No, no one's saying that the game's breathing properly. I've been saying it's been bleeding out. I mean, it's still a top 10 game that still makes a profit there, Mary J. So it's just not making the same profit it was before. I mean, I don't have the numbers to the analytics and what they are making profit wise and all that other stuff. Yeah, you can think that, but I mean, people have been thinking this game is going to die immediately and all kinds of stuff for years. This is the first time that I'm actually saying that I think the ship. I mean, still a lot of players that play this game. The numbers have decreased, but it still makes a profit. Whether maybe not the same profit that it was maybe 2 years ago, but it's still making profit. So, but I think that could change drastically. See, my viewpoint is, yeah, it's less profit. I think it's still making money for them, but not as much. And I think they need to realize that it could get worse before they can make it better. So it can still be salvaged if they just, realize that Datacrons are a miss. Just stick with characters, go with the new TB, and I think that they could pull these out. So yeah, who's an old man? Who you calling old? Boy, I'll tell you what, Mary J. I'll bend you over and spank that young hiney there. You call me old man, boy, I'll get you. But yeah, I've noticed a lot of people leaving. So, and you could be right, Mary J. I'm not saying that you're not. I mean, it's your opinion. I don't know if I would go that far, but then again, as I said, if this game dies, I'll go play something else, man. We'll hang out with Clayton and BZM. We'll do some other shit. I don't really care. And then there's the perfect time for the porn person to pour.
Oh, hey, look.
Hey,
Oh.
look.
Oh, damn it. I'm so slow.
He's our best viewer.
Not really.
He makes it to every stream.
He does.
That's better than even I do.
That's dedication.
Hey, y'all, listen. You have your opinion, Wolf. Mary J, you got your opinion, and that's okie dokie. I had a roster review there. Oh, Evo. There we go. Let's get it. Evo, the extraordinary. Extraordinary mini roster review. Ranger, you can go eat pizza. I can't. I'm trying to get Taco into Pizza Fun going. I can't do that right now. I'm sorry, Dave. I can't let you do that right now. All right. Let's see here. I lost Evo. Sorry, the porn guy screwed me there, Evo, with trying to get your stuff. That's why I hate the porn guy. I'm trying to do mini roster reviews and ass clowns coming in here and spamming his bullshit. Just eat a dick, porn person. It's just like, why don't you swallow some bleach and die, man? Seriously, you're garbage.
Is that what they're supposed to do?
I think that's what he's selling.
Eat a dick.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To watch what? The porn stuff? No, I mean, that had nothing to do with us. We're not associated with that crap. You can watch porn whatever you want, but we ain't pushing it. So Eva says, my current plan is to finish my Rebel Fighters team and then go for profunding to Jabba. Any disagreements? What do we got here?
Quantity and the Jabba Evo. What do we? We're looking at the account. Oh yeah, the account. Look at the account. Look at the screen. Look at the stuff.
He's got 4 GLs. He's got Malgus. He doesn't have Ray. That's okay.
So profundity, finish Rebels.
Rebel
Profundity
Fighters.
into Jabba. Rebel Fighters, profundity into Jabba.
I'm actually kind of liking that. You have to get Kara up and stuff, but that's okay. You got Kyle.
You got it. Yeah,
and he's got Rebel Scout. So
yeah, you just need Pow with his Zeta and Kara with hers, and then you're set. Where are we at on
good? Okay.
the Rebels for the requirement?
Oh, what do we need for profundity? We need.
You need your good boy Cassie into R8. You need
Hera.
Biston, Hera. Radis to relics.
Let's go look
Radis
at
is
Rogue
supposed to
One.
be 8 or 9.
9. He'll have to finish
He
up
still needs a
Radis.
star.
I'm okay with this actually. No, this actually works. And then into Jabba. Unless you have like a Ben Swallow sitting somewhere. Oh, that's not a line force user. I always forget that. No, I mean, you've got Star Killer. No, this actually, Evo, I like it. I don't know how BC him in Clayfield, but I actually like that.
What's up? What are we
That's-
doing?
Oh,
That
why?
sounds like
Me
he's
spanking
close.
Mary J? No, you don't have to be a patron. I'll do that for free. Yeah, Profundity, I like to play. Go get Profundity, finish up Rebel Fighters, and then if you want to go into Jabba, why not? I mean, at this point, you've got 4 GLs and.
I mean,
Nagas
where's
and
the Hut
Starship.
Cartel sitting? I guess is the
Well,
better
yeah, but he's
question.
doing the other stuff first. I'm sure he's farming them. I'm sure they're not going to be that great, but let's look. Yeah, he's got some farming to do on these characters, but why not? His other ones are in kind
But
of the
by
same.
the time he gets to that point, he can have the time to.
Yeah,
farm
I'm
them.
okay. Yeah, Evo, that works for me, brother. I like it a lot, buddy. Well, I'll tell you what, that's not a bad plan there. Rebel Fighters, Profundity, and the Jabba. Yeah, go for it. Andrew Zani, I see you, brother. I'll get you here in a second. Andrew had a question for Ranger. Says, have you hoarded up enough MK7 Nubian security scanner salvage? You need to turn in. Oh yeah, I've been going ham on all my gear, so yeah. We'll Nubian. Yeah, I'm hoarding everything right now, so that porn guy is God. Yeah, so finish up stuff for what you're working on, then rock and roll. So no, that's a good plan, Evo. I like that. That'd be nice. And then the only thing I have left is Ray and Lord Schmader. I'm okay with that. Maybe, yeah. I mean, Job is a fun GL. Profundity's not a bad call. And finishing up Rebel Fighters after your JML Ultimate. Sure, yeah, absolutely, dude. Listen, that works for me, man. I like to play a lot. Andrew Zani needs help with what? Starkiller Team mods using JTR instead of Juhani. Well, then it doesn't really matter what you got on her. She's just sitting there going take a hit. I'm assuming this is a standardized team we're talking about here.
Leia farmable this week. I'm gonna go with
No.
New. Yeah.
Starkiller.
She hadn't even hit shipments. Job was what, 3 weeks ago?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he just got Skiffy Lando last week, so they're gonna push that out. Mary Jade. She is what speed? 356. Good potency too. Nice. That's really good. So those two are good. If we go to resistance, the JTR. Well, she needs to be better mods, but you got the right idea there if you're gonna use her for this. And then Palpy. Wait, do you have visas? Didn't Leia and Lando come out back to back? No.
No, there was a couple weeks in between them.
Yeah, so we definitely need to work on visas. But you're going to use JTR instead. Who's going to be your tank, though? I guess it doesn't really matter. It could be Old Ben. No, it looks okay. Let me check your C here, because I'm assuming that's the team you're going with. With JTR, okay. Let's see. Emperor Palpatine, where are you? Mismatch mods. I don't know what I'm looking at here. Why is there mismatch mods on him? Just put some potency mods there instead of those 2 speed ones, man. What you doing, brother? It's potency. I don't know what Emperor Palpatine. Mary Jade looks great though. Starkiller looks great. You can use Rey. You'll need a Jedi, but you can put any of the Jedi tanks in there. Mace, Old Ben, GK, whichever one you want. Then Palpy. But other than that, Palpy's a little discombobulated there on the modding. Angiosani, so we need to get him fixed. I don't know what the hell this is. Hard for me to judge it when I got 2 speed mods that don't have the other 2 go with them. Put a little potency on them. You want to go health and potency? That's fine. Make him beefy and make him have good potency. Yeah, it looks pretty good. And if you're not going to use, if you're going to use J. Jensen Johanny, that's fine. Just get her sliced up so she's got the beefiness to do her thing. So I'm okay there. Hey, JB United. He says hello there. Hello there. So yes.
I mean, old Ben on that team as a Jedi wouldn't be too bad because
No, I like it.
of the buffs he spreads when he dies, because he's going to be the first one to go,
Yeah.
or should be.
It's a good shout out there, boy. I tell you, it's pretty good. No, I like it. I think it's come along nicely. I mean, you need to fix Emperor Palpatine. You need to get the other mods sliced. But the main one's on Mary Jade. She's great speed, good potency. Starkiller looks fantastic. So the other ones need some work. But overall, yeah, until you get Visas. And Visa's an easy one. It's just a health set. You just put health on her so she can survive and stuff. And then you'll be fine, dude. JB says I saw a partial eclipse today as I'm on holiday in the Netherlands. Oh, very nice. It's cool when you can see that. Mary J says ain't nobody spanking me. Y'all can hold my. You can hold my pocket. Well, I mean,
Hold my pocket.
I'll tell you what, there, Mary J. I do what I got to do there, youngin. You getting out of line, boy. You tried to make you stay in the corner. But if I have to, I'll do it. Then you can have some pizza afterwards. All right. Good stuff. Mini Ross reviews. I think those are Patreon people. If you want a Mini Ross review and you're not a Patreon, of course, if you are a Patreon, you can get one anytime you want. We just focus on it today. Matt MC is coming in. So... but yeah, I'll get your question here in a second, Matt. But if you want a mini roster review, put your ally code in what you want me to look at. You don't have to do anything else. If you're Patreon, you get one. So think about coming Patreon, you get one outside of the Taco Tuesday shenanigans. And if you want one, you can just put it in there. We'll get a look. If you want to throw something in the tip jar for Ranger J 1999, then there's the tip jar. Matt MC question: are the required characters for Starkiller going to be moved to accelerated drop soon, or they're not doing it? Or they're not doing with those? Next month in December, they will all be accelerated. We hope, right? Watch them not accelerate them, and we'll be like, "What the frack, man?" But yeah, they should
be
starting in November. Is the first ones?
Yeah, they should start with Dash, and then we should
Dash
get
was the first one, right? And then we got.
Kyle, I believe, was second.
Yeah, so those will be the first 2 that are on the board. So yeah,
yeah. At the worst of it, by the end of the year, the Starkiller requirements will be
by
should
December.
be all accelerated. Yeah.
Trouble on Demand. Hey, buddy. Says, hey, happy Taco Tuesday. Scary says, long time no see. Ranger, if nothing changed for JC lock, I think you're going to be in the same bracket. If we get matched, want to do something fun like no DCs or GLs or something, I'm open to ideas. Sure, I don't care. Yeah, let's see. Well, let's see if we get matched first, because that's easier said than done. If we get matched, then we'll just get no Datacrons, no GLs. We'll put all our bullshit on defense and then just have fun. But yeah, I'm down for that, brother. Oh, wow. AT Stewart says, I'm hoarding relic mats and gear for accelerated Starkiller farms. Cannot wait. Do it. Do it. Yeah, let's see if first of all we get in the same bracket, and then let's see if we can win or lose to get there. So, yeah. JB United says, I'm ready for the next European football game. UTD you're playing in? Sure. I mean, I'm getting ready for the World Series, so we all got our sporting events to get our hands on. You are welcome, Matt MC. Just bust the move. Let's see here. Let me just see here. Checking here, do some stuff here. All right, we're good there. We're good.
Oh, go away.
Get in there. I can. I'm streaming. I can't go away. I'm this one hosting. Yeah, I know the World Cup is around the corner. We'll see how that plays out. But right now, I got to concentrate on my World Series, brother. And for Patreons, VIPs, we will hang out Friday. in the Discord, I'm going to be watching the World Series, and you're welcome to come join me. You can ask me Swaggo questions and Star Wars questions and drink and be merry, because that's what we're doing on Friday. The World Series, nothing around the World Cup. That's your opinion. Sorry.
Yeah, we got it's definitely sports season because we got football,
Yeah.
basketball, baseball's finishing up, soccer's finishing up. Hockey
But
should be
everybody
starting here
thinks that,
soon.
yeah, I mean, everybody thinks that their sporting events like, the greatest thing ever. And and it's not wrong. It's what you think, and I think the World Cup's a huge event. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out that game. So
What, soccer?
yeah, I never played,
soccer's
so there's
incredible, man.
It's more of a chess match than anything else. I mean, I played when I was like way young, kicking a ball around, but as far as like understanding the rules to it, I'm still learning. Like I know
It's-
football rules, I know basketball rules, and even some basketball calls are
Soccer's
still like
pretty
what?
straightforward, man. There's it's not too complicated. There's
It's the offsides I'm still trying to get my head around.
Well, yeah, you can't. So, and they implemented this many years ago because people would just run past the defenders and just sit there. So the furthest defender, not the goalie, you cannot be past them when the ball's kicked to that. The ball cannot be past the defender with the person attacking. So that's when you see the flag go up, that means that the person was ahead of the defenders. So you can't do that. It's not that hard.
Okay.
Yeah, it is obviously the most annoying, but I really like the changes. So it's like they did in hockey back in the day, where back in the mid '90s, the New Jersey Devils did this shit where they would just throw the puck in and just keep the puck in the zone of the other side the whole time. They would just smoke the thing there. That's why they have the lines there in hockey. You can't do it more than two lines.
That's where icing came into play. Yeah.
Yeah, so all that stuff. It's kind of the same principle. It's just to make it so they can't do some nonsense. Hawthorne giving us some good information here. Says Dash was released November 18th with 1 week. Okay, for Talon. Okay, there we go. So the AT took it one better. AT says November 18th was Dash. November 25th was Kyle. December 2nd with Darth Talons. And the 9th was Mara Jade. Oh, very nice. Yeah, I can't do the 2 line passes. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Good information there, AT. Good looking out. Yeah, but you're under the impression that I kind of care. I will watch the game. Although it's always a weird thing. I don't understand how England, being the soccer powerhouse it is, it always just craps to bed every World Cup. Somehow, some way, which I just don't understand, because the talent that England has for football players is just ridiculous. But they just seem to do that. And whenever you play the U.S., they're close matches. I still give the advantage to England by far, but if this is women's soccer, to be different. But I don't understand that. I mean, other countries, they just seem to get it done, man. And I mean, you look at the talent England has. I'm just like, how did that work? Yeah, but of course, if you get caught acting that bullshit now, what if something you get a red card and your ass is grass? So can't do that stuff anymore. Yeah, in Qatar, it's going to be a little, it won't be as hot as it could be. So, and we have to have the World Cup during Christmas, so that'll be great. Referees are annoying in any sport, brother. Trust me, we've had our own string of injuries, stuff going on with referees here recently in the NFL. So,
Even basketball, they started fining players for flopping if they go back and check the tapes.
oh yeah, you can't be doing that crap anymore. Don't do it. Be a man. Take a beating like a man. Someone cleats you, then by all means fall over. That shit hurts. But if you don't, if they just barely touch you, you try to get that
Yellow card.
It's gonna have a tough game against Iran. I don't know about Iran. I'm not worried about Iran, but the England one is going to be just. That's the one that when I look at the bracket, I'm like, we play England. Oh boy. Arnelli says, part of me thinks this game will never truly die. Well, we never truly die. Hello! Ray Rock says, good too for Tuesday, Ranger and Taco Eaters. Hey, yeah, there we go. Oh, rock the Kashmir, rock the Kashmir. Says, the best was Apple announcing Mar Jade and watching Ranger and Jedi Academy, not confirming or denying anything. Oh, I knew about all that stuff, man, yeah. I was like, I can neither confirm or deny, my friend. Yeah, they do a good job on Swuggo events on that stuff. Yeah, Wales will be difficult because Wales is still good soccer players. They're good football players. I must have missed that, Aronelli, because I don't see a previous message from you there, Home Slice. It says, read my message above the last. I don't have another message from you before that. At least Canada qualified for the World Cup this year. Yeah, actually, the Canadians women's soccer team has always been winning. No one's ever really gone. That's what I was kind of referencing. Good catch there. What else? Wolfie. Andrew says, "Well, I'm from Belgium, and no more. And still again, like in Italy. Oh, there. Was just curious how this game will die with thunderous applause.
No, it'll die quietly on some remote planet
I'll put on my Palpatine red robe and come out here.
with a single.
Henceforth, the Republic shall be fond to fall. Yeah.
It'll die in a quiet twilight with just RSG standing by.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The same as Star Wars Galaxies did.
Yeah. That died immediately. As soon as that NFE came in, man, that game was done. About a day of that, I was like, okay, I gave it a shot. This is garbage. You messed up. Bye. And everybody said, bye, Felicia. And we left. I think we went and played City of Heroes Villains or some shit like that. We're
Well,
like, no more.
It still hung on for a little bit. But...
There was a few tryhards that were still trying to make it last, but I mean, the servers were dead at that point. Yeah, there was players still logging in, but I mean, it was pretty much a dead game at that moment. Because everyone stopped. Because that was a subscription. I think you had to pay $14.99.
It was 15. Yeah, it was 15.
So
the
good
great
job,
game
Sony.
up till that point.
Yeah,
And then it just
way to go,
was
Sony.
Like, yeah.
All right, I'm off the football talk there. We talked enough about the World Cup and crap. We're here to do mini roster reviews. So if you want a mini roster reviews, get your ally code in what you want me to look at. You don't have to do anything else. Although it would be nice if you want to tip your Ranger for tacos today, that would be great. I'll link the tip jar, and then we will allow Ranger to get some delicious tacos. Who wants to give Ranger delicious tacos for today? Taco. But I know don't stuff out there. If you can, you can. But we're still here to help you. But if you can, feel free. And then we're doing our big Patreon push. Listen, if you guys want the lore stuff, we need 10 more by next Monday. Monday's Halloween, so if we can get 10 more by Halloweeny, then we'll be cooking with Crisco. I'll do the lore spheres with some folks that are interested, and some me, Rambam, some others that have peeked up. So, but if you want to become a Patreon, please do. $5 a month can really help support what we're doing here. The reason I push Patreon so hard is because if you guys want me to continue doing YouTube and doing all these streams, that's the best way to do it there, buddy. Because we got to pay the bills. But if you want to meet our roster, of course, if you're a Patreon, you get one whenever you want, and you get your own VIP channels, and you can message me, and we're always hanging out and doing stuff. There are some servers that I know of for Star Wars Galaxies, OG Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. I know a few of the guys that created that. Being an OG Star Wars Galaxy man myself, if I ever wanted to, I could always go back and jump on one of those servers. But nah, my days are done with that game. Same thing with the Old Republic. Someone said, "Would you go back and play the Old Republic?" I'm like, No, one, I don't have my
No.
old account, and two, I don't want to start over, and I've done the storyline, so it wouldn't really be anything for me to go, because I beat each of the 8 class storylines. I beat all the raids, I beat all the events, I did all the stuff, so there's
They would
nothing
really need
in
to
that game.
add like a new narrative jump, like that was actually engaging again.
Yeah,
'Cause
but they do have story arcs. They just had one recently for Malgus, actually in the game and stuff. But
Oh yeah.
it's like the Eternal Throne. I mean, that was cool and stuff. But once you get to the story, then you're just left with the PvP, the PvE and stuff. And I'd already beaten everything there. It's just kind of doing repetitive
It
stuff
turned
over.
into a weird gear grind, just like WoW did.
Yeah, and I
It's
just didn't want to do it anymore.
Yeah, see, that's where I think that's where they should have gone with like Galaxies. They should have made that like 2.0 and then still kept Galaxies around, because Galaxies was fun because
My
it was
God.
unique.
So unique. The gameplay in that was
You didn't
tremendous.
need 8 characters to hit all the storylines or what. Yeah, I mean, there was really no storyline. It was just kind of the way it was. It was that open sandbox.
So good.
But you had all, that was a game. It was like a day in the life of Star Wars versus being the hero all the time.
Yeah, you
right?
can. I mean, we had people in that game that did nothing but craft for us.
I will say that I did have 2 different characters. I had my main combat guy, and then I had a droid engineer, and I was doing, building R2 units for an entire guild.
Oh yeah, we had people that did
know,
weapons, and they had all their stuff set up.
Or
and...
the ship guys, and it's just it was so unique in the aspect that you could be anybody you wanted to be. That was like the true role playing game.
Yeah, it was
and
really.
I think it was really ahead of its time.
Oh, it was fantastic.
Because and the resources, the way they did resources in that game was just because it was constantly cycling, and there was some resources that popped up that you would make an awesome ship, but you only were limited to like, what was it, like 3 months, and it cycled planets, and you had to go find it, and then once you found it, you hoarded it, because if you used a certain metal for like the Mandalorian armor, because you could get it through the Death Watch bunker, remember?
Hated that. God, that was so tedious.
It was tedious, but it was cool because you needed like a droid engineer to do the helmet. You needed
I
the
know.
armor smith
I
to
hated.
do,
I did. We did it, and we crafted a few pieces for myself and a couple others, because we didn't really have much else to do when we weren't fighting for 25 hours straight with everyone attacking us, because we were really the only Empire guild in that server, and we're the only ones that ever had
taken over cities.
We took over everything, man. We had people. We were one of the few, because everyone wanted to be light side. And we're like, hell no, we're going to be evil, and so we would run around and just terrorize people. When people hurt us, I mean, like all the guilds, we had guilds jump from other servers to come fight us and stuff.
Oh yeah.
It was nuts, dude.
And then
you logged in, dude. There would just be blaster bolts outside the door, firing all over the place. I mean, it was pandemonium.
Oh yeah, did you ever have a dev jump into one of those big old battles?
Oh yeah, all the time. I mean, they intentionally were, when they would ask us when we were PvP and hardcore, because they wanted to be there. And they would bring in characters to come face us. Like we had Luke come face us a couple times, and then one dev really liked us. He would bring Vader or Palpatine to come join us in the fight when we were doing stuff.
I was with a group. We were a bunch of Jedi, and we were out on was it Dathomir that had that? It took like a half hour to drive all the way out to that temple.
Yeah,
and we had a player set up like Jedi Council. And a whole tier system, like you had to do certain things to become a knight and a master and everything. And so we're all standing there in the outskirts of it while they're having their meeting. And one of the devs popped in as the ghost of Obi-Wan to talk to us. And it's like, oh, it was killer. It was everybody freaked out. And, there's stuff like that, or Darth Vader showing up to fights. I mean, that was brutal.
it was a lot of fun, man. And then Sony took over and completely destroyed it.
And then it lost its magic. And then the NGE trying to make it more.
It was just
first person.
It was so stupid, dude.
I mean, I understand what they were trying to do, but they just poorly implemented it.
It just was a bad idea, man. I'm just telling you, man. You can't do something like that because you think you know better, and you think game companies will learn this over the years. You know.
I mean, I think the funnest part about that game was just hanging out in the cantinas.
Oh yeah, we would have duels. We'd just you go in there and you have everybody playing music and you get your buffs, and then and then that's rock and roll. But we had bases, the Empire bases set up all around us. We had we had ATSTs running around, stormtroopers running around. They had the whole kit and caboodle. So
I had a YT 1300 freighter that I loved to take out.
Yeah.
You had the multi-person ships. You had your pilot, you had your co-pilot.
Everybody jump in to the bus.
Yeah,
we're going to Naboo.
You had gunners on top, gunners on bottom.
It was
you had
fun.
One guy running around fixing the ship.
We even had the troop transports that we would use. Like, all right, everybody pile in. We're going to feed.
Yeah.
Let's go kill shit. Like doop 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 doop.
I think the fun one was always running out. If you were like Rebel, there was one spot out in space that you hyperspace to, and you went and took on a Star Destroyer.
Oh yeah.
And so you got a bunch of guys flying and taking out the Star Destroyer, and or you had what was the other one? The Empire was there was a Rebel base somewhere that you had to go take out.
Let's see here. The engineer questions: some members of my guild struggle with proving grounds. Why does CG cannot put the cat or Maul in 6 slot to help out the way more players would spend crystals for refreshes? I don't know. The one that Maul's been in there, so you can still get Maul. But the one that and we talked about this the other day. Clayton and I were touching on this. Is like, why no cat in the store too? I mean, she's just literally being the people are being cock blocked by cat, Yeah. And it's asinine. It's completely asinine. They're trying to force players that couldn't in the beginning, that are working on their accounts and getting better and can do better in Conquest now, that can get JMK, to not have access to cat. You need 6,000 something 6,600 crystals for 3. Well, no, you get 1, right? Then you need, how many is it? 2,200 to do it 2 more times?
Yeah, it's 2,200. Yeah.
So 4,400 crystals. I mean, it's like, you only get 30 shards, and minus an event here or there or a pack. I mean,
isn't it 20
20
shards
20.
per attempt? So you can get
40.
like 60 every time it comes around.
60. Okay, yeah. Sorry, the math was a little slow, but it's like.
But yeah, I mean, you're still dropping for a lot of players a good chunk of their crystals, and it's hard for player. I mean, like, you have to go like to a 0 spending policy to be able to like have the horde available for her. And even on top of that, for a lot of players around the 4 million GP mark that have completed, because you have to to get access to proving grounds, you have to also have completed a hard conquest. So it's just, they just put a lot of gates in the way, and I get it to a degree why they wanted to have some sort of threshold, like completing a hard conquest. I get that, because for a lot of players, like, being below 4 million GP and completing a hard conquest is going to be a long time coming, even for accounts right at 4 million. But then to double down and just make it.
Do you have to complete it, or do you just have to do it?
I think you
because
have to
I don't think I ever completed one as far as like the red crate.
No. I think,
but
you
I
just
have gotten through phase 1. I think
you have to have access to hard mode.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which means you had to be in a normal mode to get access.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And it's not a full. It's not a complete red crate completion. It's just
you
have to go through a cycle of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it's just one of those things, that me and Clayton are just like, come on, man.
It doesn't make a hell of a lot of sense, and like we said, it would be a better monetary approach for them to get players to get cat, because then they would incentivize them to invest more on other teams. But you're giving them so much time in between when they get cat or when they are working on JMK to getting cat that nobody really pushes it that hard, because cat's locked behind something that they can't even access anymore. But it's just weird that she's the only one. Everybody else is still available.
I know.
The Conquest store, every other character has had events for cat shard or for their shards. Maul's had it. I think Cyan and Jingles had it twice now. The Razor Crash has had like 3 of those events now. So it's like they just keep doubling down on the other characters. I mean, I think the only thing we haven't had an event for yet in game has been the TIE Interceptor, but I mean that makes sense. It's not even a year old yet, so
Yeah, Cat's been out over a year. I mean, come on, man. Give players more access to her at this point. You know, it's like, especially for a character that's as important to her. You know, Jesus. I just it just some of these moves just make me and Clayton Beeson go, that makes absolutely no sense, my friends. No sense. But yeah, as long as you did normal, you can get into hard nodes. You know, you should have access to proving grounds. But I think it's so asinine.
yeah. Well, if I don't know if they make you actually get to Sector 5 to access Proving Grounds, I think it's
Yeah,
literally
BCM just said he didn't. So
I think it's literally just being able to access the hard one, or about having selected a hard.
I think it's yeah, it's. I think you just have to select it because I've never completed a hard. I think it's just either completing Sector 1 or just getting in there and running a cycle with it. Like, you know, running through the full week-long event, whether you complete it or not, as long as you've accessed it, I think it counts. Because you, at the end, you do get quote-unquote rewards for whatever level you've gotten to. So I think you just got to claim at least one reward to count as a completion.
Stay away from my friends. All right, we are doing mini roster reviews and answering your questions here on this Taco Tuesday. So if you would like, then get your ally code in. Of course, if you're Patreon, you know the deal. You get it whenever you want. But if you are not and you want a mini roster review, we will hook you up. You got the panel of panels here. So get your ally code in there, what you want us to look at, and you don't have to do anything else. If you want to throw, like your waitress, toss a coin to your ranger into the old tip jar, you can. For rangers to get some tacos today, and that's it. Get your questions into some good discussions going on today too. So we'll go for a little while longer. As long as you guys are engaged, I will be engaged. Yeah, whatever the damn requirements are with okay, I'm not trifle. But the thing is, having cat is my main point. That it's just asinine.
I mean, it doesn't make a heck of a. I mean, I get why they wanted to do it, but the fact that she's the only character they've gated, like, it would be fine if they were consistent. I think that ends up being the biggest problem we face with a lot of CGs. What they end up doing is shit isn't consistent. So it's like, okay, so if you're gonna lock Cat away like this, why aren't we locking Maul away like this? Why aren't we locking Son of Django away like this? Like, why are we still allowing these characters to be purchased in the store? Why? You know, like Razor Crest, we can make the exception. It's needed for a meta fleet, fine. And before Profundity came out, it made sense to let Razor Crest be more accessible. But shooting down Cat like this, but then allowing everything else to sit there is just kind of like, come on, guys.
You think you're clever? We see through your bullshit. Engineer says question was to put the character in 6th slot as event tunes. Some of my members can't even beat Proving Grounds. Well, that being said, I mean, you just need CLS and gas. We went in there, and when I did have that one-time access to it, we went in there and tested it out. And if you have CLS and gas, one of those two teams, you can beat it. Actually, not too bad either. But yeah, it's a tough fight for sure. Nothing's happened with Cat. We're just talking about it being improving grounds, Josh.
I think it's the 3 teams that can get through it without needing GLs is Treya Sith, CLS, or Gas.
Yeah.
But they all got to be decently relic teams. Like you gotta be able to make dents.
Yeah, but they can do it. You don't need a GL to do it. And actually, I think CLS Gas did better than the GLs we went in there with. Honestly.
Oh yeah, because the Maul team that you fight that has all the super commandos that just keep assisting, like, this could stop at any second. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely wiped out some of my GLs.
But I went in there and I was like, well, let's try some other teams, and I'll be damned. CLS murderizes it, and so does Gas.
Yeah, I mean anything that either counterattacks or like CLS gets so much turn meter that they can kind of fill in the void
Yeah.
of the turns.
Yeah,
You know, it's
Padme
just
can
kind
do
of
it too, Alpha and Omega, because
Yep.
they get all that calls and assists. So there are teams that you don't even need GLs for, that you can go in there with and rock and roll. So kind of let your guild know that, engineer, when they're doing proving grounds, that those teams. And I wish I remember, but we did months ago where I went in there and tested it out, and I was like, okay,
also just
with all the
just
different
another
teams, just to see what we can do.
another asinine thing that they did was preventing players who could have the character 7 stars to be able to get the shard shop currency. Like
Oh, yeah,
really, like really, you're thinking the 1,000. Well, we could probably get what 60 shard. Well, at this point, it'd be 60 shards a month of the 3 different characters. I'm like, you really think that's gonna be a massive upset to our shard shop economy? And the whole reason they did it was because at the time, of course, Datacrons weren't a thing. And so they didn't want to they were going to put the Datacrons in the shard shop currency. So they didn't want to give us more shard shop currency. But still, it's just like,
Again, back to them forking Datacrons.
yeah. I mean, again, they won't do anything different with those until the data shows that it's not profitable.
Yep.
Which the unfortunate part is that I think just the top 50 guilds in the game, if they participate, it'll be profitable enough for them to keep it live. And good luck getting them to slow down. They like the competitive advantage. They like the theory crafting. They like a lot of it. A lot of those guys do enjoy it. I'm not saying every single one of them do, but I do know quite a few that do. So it is going to be what it's going to be. But I mean, in all honesty, if they want the casuals to keep going, you gotta throw them a bone.
I'm just checking the stores. Nothing here I really want.
We just need to throw a couple of Sith Datacrons in there that negate all Datacrons. That'd make me happy.
What else? Any 3 questions? So what will be the option for Lord Vader after Bam's Datacron goes bye next week? Whatever new Datacron they're going to give us, unfortunately, because I don't know what the hell we're going to do.
We have a couple of options now, currently.
I mean, SLKR, Ray.
Yeah, SLKR with an accuracy cron, which doesn't require high relics, and only if they have a ton of dodge does it even need the accuracy cron. But Ray SLKR with like Watt, and you don't necessarily need armor, but she does help. Can beat it. The new
Hey, Jesse. Glad to have you here.
Vader Cron. The Vader Cron with Darth Maul lead and Piet, or EP Tarkin Piet. Those can also do it. There's
Hawthorne says Ray Cat Ben Dash.
Ray Cat Dash. You can get it without
Cat.
Without Cat, but you need Quill for sure. And then you need Quill modded for offense to share his stats as well. So there's a couple things you can do to get there, but it's just kind of going to be in between the viable options. So there are counters. There's about 4 or 5, but they're just Ray Cat's kind of expensive, but like JMK is kind of doing nothing right now because the Sith Crons kind of make him a pushover.
Yeah.
And the Terminator Crons really don't do anything with JMK, but anyways, he's not really that viable, so splitting him and Cat isn't that big of a deal. You just take JMK Jedi to go beat something else on offense. So it's just reshuffling the board a little bit, which is what they wanted with Datacron. So
I'm shuffling.
So it's making a more dynamic environment, which isn't awful, but it's not fun either, especially if you can't adapt because you don't have the crons or the characters or the relics. You know, it's like that's the one thing I hear every week now. It's like I gotta take these 4 characters to Relic 5 just so I can use my freaking Krons. And I'm like, that sucks.
Yep.
Because you can't make progress to your next GL if you gotta keep blowing relic mats on freaking useless characters that don't need the relic levels. It's like needing Mando and Grief at Relic 5. It's like, okay, cool. They don't need it. Grief's a support, doesn't need the damage. Mando's just there for disintegrate, doesn't need to be high relic. Poop on all that, you know, having to have Darth Maul at Relic 5, which granted he's an R3 requirement, so not like the biggest jump in the world, but again, it's things like that just kind of drain players when you have to constantly keep diverting resources away to then be able to play specific mechanics. It gets very taxing.
Stay away from my friends. All right, get your questions in. Get your stuff in there, eh? We're going to keep rocking and rolling. Hey, listen, you guys, questions. Make sure you put the word question for the actual question statement, comments, and we'll respond to that. If you want a mini roster review, it's Taco Tuesday, so get those in there. Put your ally code in and what you want in there. Throw a tip in the tip jar. Hugs and kisses. Cats sleeping with dogs. The whole works. All right. Anything else? No, I think we're just chilling. I guess I could do a fleet battle since we're waiting. Profundity on profundity crime. Sure, I'm down. I'm down for it. There's nothing I like more than mirror matching the profundity. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See how bad the
Except
RNG
maybe
goes on
mirror
this
matching
one.
the executor.
That's not fun either. Oh, we actually got calls and assist.
What? No, that doesn't happen on offense.
I don't know I don't know what to do with myself here. I'm shocked. And they got their thingy off. Okay. Boom.
Oh, let's see.
Boom.
I need to look at getting my 8th brother a little faster before lock-in here.
Biscar Bandito, you crazy fool. What are you doing, man? Crazy vato. He says, what's up, SA? What's up? What's on, you fool? You were lied to, Weddle73. What did I tell you about bringing up that dead crown bull crap? We ain't gonna listen to that crap here. Stay on target. Kill him, shoot him, maim him. That's not what I really wanted you to do. That'll work. Aha. Just another Taco Tuesday, brother. Just doing this profundity fat here, you know what I'm saying?
Let's see. Vader adds plus 40 speed, right?
Who has what? That was random. Sepharana says tacos. May need to get some. I hear you there, brother. I'm trying to get some myself. You know what I'm saying? Trying to earn.
Sorry, I'm thinking to myself here.
I just heard 40 speed Vader. I'm like, yes, go on.
No, the no, I can't think of it. One of the ways to stop like the Zeta lead on Maul is to get your 8th brother to a certain speed threshold.
Yeah, I hear you.
And Vader lead gives you plus 40. I want to say.
All right, I'm gonna pick an Inquisitor. We need to work on their mods. Who should I do? 8th brother, 5th brother, 7th sister, 9th sister. What do you want to do next?
I mean, how's your Grand Inquisitor looking?
It's already he's up and running.
So 7th sister needs to be your fastest Inquisitor, so I would work on her.
Okay.
She needs to be like 340 to 350 speed.
Okay.
Because if she, I mean, basically as she's the critical part of the gas counter. So if she goes first, which she gets effectively, it's plus 50 speed. So Grand Inquisitor gives 25 and then takes away 25 of your opponent's speed. So at like 340, she's 390 speed. So like even a 320 speed Rex. I think it's even like 325. I just think 325 is like damn near like the max Rex can get close to. Yeah, so even if you're 340 speed, a 325 speed Rex is still gonna be you'd be tied. So you need to be just a little higher than that. But I mean, how many people have Rex at 325 speed still? The answer is very, very few.
All right, she's looking good now. A little bit better. 296, and I just got to get these up to 60 and then slice. We'll do work on that. So we'll work on. We go get her squared away.
Well, if I agree that Canderous does shut down quite a few of those counters, but at the same time, Canderous is far easier for like bounty hunters to deal with. So if you don't have a high dodge or deflection cron on top of it, it still allows other counters to work.
That's right.
So I'd rather not put him in there if I can ignore it. But it's not like it's gonna change the world. Yeah, 20 speed doubled for Empire, Dark Side Line before she's her allied, so he will gain 40 speed.
All right. We'll go for a little while longer. See if we get any more requests. If you want a mini roster, put your allied code in, what you want us to look at. Get your questions in. Philippe Menaguchi, what's going on, buddy? He says I use my GS on defense. He has 332 speed. My Rex has 332. Nice. Those are good. Those are good power numbers there. I don't remember what I had my Grand Inquisitor at. I know that we worked on his mods. Let me go look at him real quick. He is at what speed? 330. So he's 330. I gotta calibrate, but don't have the mats to calibrate.
You gotta keep it calibrated.
Yeah.
Actually,
No,
I just need to slice this one up.
that's a very good speed for Rex.
So we will do his mods.
Yeah, that's fair, Wolf. That's fair. I won't argue with that for anything. Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you to gear him up
Please,
at all.
Don't. Yeah. Chris Paul says, question, seeing how datacrons are clearly designed to destroy player morale, what stat will CG focus on? Well, after dodge, I don't know what else they can do.
Don't encourage them.
Don't give them ideas, Chris, and we're pretending. Prank caller.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Tilo Man, what's going on, buddy? Says, taco stream today. That's right. We're trying to do some mini roster reviews, help folks out, see if I get some taco tip jar money. I can get some tacos today and help the people with their questions and stuff. That's what we do here. Clayton's trying to figure out what the hell's going on with his Darth Vader, and BCM is just here chilling like a villain.
Yeah, I'm just chilling.
Yeah,
I'm almost to 7 mil. I'm at 6.989.
That's a good number.
6,989.
It's a good solid number there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a good solid good thought. That's good stuff right there.
Yeah, so if I got C squared away, I've got Master Luke squared away, so I got the ultimate for C, so that's good. Now it's on to that dang JMK,
Let's see.
which I've got all the stars, I just ain't got the relic levels.
Philippe says, I've been working very slowly on my Inquisitors. I have 3 weapon stars, but Swap in the 8th will still farm shards. That's okay, take your time. No rush on those, Philippe. Yeah, same thing with you, Wolf. Just slowly creep them, steep them, peep them, get them up there as soon as you can.
Yeah, they're not
Dial
really
and go.
like what was it? We talked last week about it. They're not really a meta breaking team, so
yeah.
I mean they're nice to have, but it's not a need per se.
No. Telaman says getting Candy to like 5 today before I lock for that reason. Yes, Candy Manspieler. Get him up there. This is good. Gary M, you wanna roster review? You got it, buddy. Let's take a look here for our good friend Gary M. We can do that for you.
I don't want to change too many mods around. I'm gonna just call that good.
It says farming.
I actually should check my mods.
So Gary M says farming advised after my current executor grind, GL or complete some teams. So you just got executor up and running, huh? Well, I'd probably say if you just did executor, I'm gonna look at your bounty hunters. Yeah, get Grief, get the Mando, get your Zam up. So that's one right there. This happens a lot where people get executors and you got these people sitting there that you really want to round out that faction right there with those 3 characters. And then keep farming your Fennec. She's so good. Oh, I love her so much. And then let's look at your Imperial Troopers because they get some love with seeing executor. Yeah, get like your range trooper up at least. One of your characters up. Death's fine, but just get range death up if you want to, or range and shore. I don't really care, just to get that 5th on your Imperial Trooper. So I would do that. Now, where you go from here, we have JMK. I mean, that's creamy, right? Oh, look, he has JMK with no cat. What a surprise. You poor guy. Oh, man. Oh, you poor bastard. Keep your farms going for proving grounds for Cat. She's a priority, so I guess say definitely her first. GL-wise, where you want to go, I mean, you've got some options. We gotta get Cat in that GMK, but that's going to take you some time. Hey, Plague Tart, what's going on? I think definitely working on those teams first makes sense. The characters and teams I just mentioned before we go to our next GL. But, I mean, other than that, you kind of have some options here. And I'm happy on any of them. If you want to go JML, generally JML into maybe Robo Fighters for Fundy, that's an option. If you want to go right for First Order, that's on the board here. I mean, you have to get Sith Trooper finish and Hux, but you got some Gear 12 on some of these guys already. That's not about Shadow because that gets you the First Order fleet, which is really a godsend.
Yeah, it is really good.
I'm looking JML that let me look at Hut Cartel, but I'm pretty sure yours is not going to be up to snuff. Not even close. So you got some work to do there. But I would say those are the 2 I'm looking at next. Again, giving you some options here on where you can go after those characters that I mentioned. You're ways away from Star Killer with the Mara Jade Farm hard node. That's one thing I look at. So, yeah, I'd say get those bounty hunters and troopers up. Keep working on your Cat. Then I'm JML or SLKR would be the route I would go next for your count. But let's get those teams up and running first before you go hard into whichever one you decide to go for. I'm happy with either one of them. But either one works for me. I think that's a fair play. But if you get your troopers rounded out, your bounty hunters rounded out, and then get into whichever of those 2 you want to go for next, I would say that's fine. However, whatever you want to do, remember, this is your game. This is you working on the stuff that you like to, so take that into consideration.
How's his Rebels looking?
Well, the last I looked, they look like Rebels. They look good. Yeah. So definitely on the Janet Luke JML's on the playing field, buddy. So you got all kinds of good options there. You have a raid notification? Oh, the Sith raid. I'm not bothering with that. Well, yeah. No Sith raid. No C3 for Ranger. You're welcome, Gary M. That's what we're here for. Hope that helps you out, buddy. All right, if you want a mini roster for you, we'll do another shout out here one more time. See if anybody else needs some help with the rosters. If you have questions, put those in the chat. Put the word question for any actual question statement. If you want a mini roster for you, just put your ally code in, what you want to look at. We'll get you squared away. If you want to help Ranger with his taco fun today, there's the tip jar. You can throw a tip in the tip jar. It's not required. Needed. I still look at your stuff, but if you'd like to have help the Ranger get some tacos on a Taco Tuesday, it is appreciated.
Yo quiero taco.
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
Pong.
For donde? The Ranger J1999. Tumble says SLKR evil will always triumph because good is dumb. Well, that's not really SLKR. That is Lord Helmet. Man, you remember we still. Maybe one day we'll get it just as the spoof tunes, like characters from Spaceballs. Just it would be
that'd
so
be
good.
awesome.
But they don't own the rights, so they can't. So unfortunate. Maybe one day we'll see Lord Helmet in here with Lone Star. Only one man would dare give me the raspberry. Lone Star. Gets hit in the head. That was me simulating that. Plague says, so do you think the Conquest unit will get released today or tomorrow? I don't know. If it's not, I don't know. I'm been checking the forums, see if there anything's happening, but I don't see any news or sniffing any news. So I'm going to say no. No. So we'll see. I mean, at this point, we'll wait and see. Oh, we got a question for you, Clayton.
We have 2 questions for me.
We do?
One's from the Wolf.
Oh.
But he didn't put question in front of it.
Oh,
so
well, then I ignored
blame him. But I'll answer his first since I have the floor now.
Mm-hmm.
The reason people are using 8th Brother Wolf is because he is a online force user, and so he gets the 25% speed up at the beginning of the fight. So mine right now is 312 speed. He gets plus 40 from Lord Vader lead, and then plus that speed up. So at the beginning of the fight, his effective speed is 440 speed. So it makes it very hard to get in front of that. And he's also stealth, so it's harder to target him with anything to push his cooldowns back or whatever else. But that's the whole reason why people are using him, because he's not used with the Lord Vader team or with the Inquisitor team. So nobody really gives a crap about splitting him off. And if you do actually put him up to decent mods and stuff, he can actually do some annoying shenanigans. But nothing too crazy. Then Mr. Bone had a question for me. What are the level 3 and level 6 desired bonuses for the Inquisitor Datacron? The level 6 is that you need the turn meter gain on buffs being dispelled. So your level 6 needs to be whenever a debuff on an Empire whenever a debuff on an enemy expires, Empire allies gain 2% turn meter, and the double if that debuff was dispelled. So when they consume Purge, they gain 3% turn meter, and then it's being dispelled when they do that, or the game's counting it as a dispel. So then they gain another 4% on top of that. So for every Purge consumed, you're gaining what is that number? That's 7% turn meter.
Something like that, yeah.
So yeah, that's the one. And then level 3 is kind of up to whatever you want. I have the accuracy level cron, just because there's not a lot of good ones for the Inquisitors on the level 3 for the dark side. You're not gonna be. You have very few characters that can crit all 4 enemies. The stacking critical chance isn't terrible. They do have the evade up, so they get the offense up. That's not bad. So I mean, whatever you can get your hands on for level 3 is fine. Then the only reason why they're putting 8th in there is because he's not needed for the Grand Inquisitor team. You need Second Sister is the much better damage dealer for Grand Inquisitor, so that's why they're putting the 8th brother in there. He's just the one not being used. So that's specifically the reason why they're using him. If you don't have him geared up, you could do the same thing with Second Sister. If you're not going to use Inquisitors, you could throw her down there too. As long as she's fast enough to get a special off before the opposing team does, then you're fine.
Philippe Minicucci question: any news on Ben Solo's Billions of Bugs?
Yes, have some.
I don't know.
He has a lot, and they're not doing anything about it. They're all caught up.
Not that I know of. Yeah, I haven't heard anything. Unless someone knows something I don't, feel free to put it in the chat.
I
but,
have. Yeah, I haven't heard anything.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything. It's just, yeah, he has them.
And Mr. Bone says, thank you, Clayton. See, he's got good manners. All right, Alpha and Omega says, after I get JML, which GL should I go after? Was thinking about Java, but open to suggestions. All right. So we're getting JML up and running. Have Jedi Master Kenobi and JML. Let's look at your HUD cartel then. It's got some.
We got a ways.
Got some ways to go. Yeah. Do you have C? Let me look here.
No, he didn't have C.
Executor. He's got Executor. I am leaning towards C, my friend.
C should be pretty quick.
Yeah, C would be kind of a quick turnaround.
Yeah, C is
for
probably
you.
your closest one.
If I go to your Empire, you're going to have some pieces here. Yeah, C's looking like top of the list right now. Again, you go for whatever you want, brother. This is just our suggestions. But if you really want Jabba the Hutt, then go get Jabba the Hutt. But C is definitely on the top of my radar, my friend.
For me,
not bad order.
For me, the rule of thumb is normally which one am I closest to. That's kind of why I went Slacker first, because I was closest to Slacker.
Yeah, the Lord Schmader is definitely not on the board. I would not be upset. I would say C. Then maybe once you get those other characters farmed, if you want to go to Jabba, I need to see if you have Starkiller, because he's definitely, if not finished, you should after next GL before the 4th GL go for. Oh, you have Starkiller, fantastic. So yeah, definitely then GL. But in between, if you want to work on some teams, do you have any teams that need help, like Bounty Hunters? You're in the same boat. So getting Grief, Mando, and Zam might be a play along with Fennec. It's a pretty good team. And then if you do C, you'll get your troopers up and running so you can finish those off. So I think Bounty Hunters, finish these guys up, getting into C, which will get your Imperial troopers up and running. So you get another GL, you get your Imperial troopers running, finish off your Bounty Hunters would be the play that I would go for. Then from there, you can go Hutt Cartel. You want to go Hutt Cartel afterwards to get Jabba once you farm these 3 characters. Skiff just came farmable. Chrysanthemum's been farmable. He's Cantina, which is nice. And then we're still waiting on Bougie Leia. But, yeah. And you've got Profundity, so that's really good. So you're looking good on your ship. So you finish up Profundity before you do anything. Get that shit to 7 stars. Getting Profundity to 7 stars is a must. I'd say round out your Bounty Hunters, then go into C, which will get you into your Imperial Troopers. And then you can go from there. You should have your Hutt Cartel done. And then you can go get Jabba. And then after that, you just probably SRKR and then Lord Schmader for last. Because, well, it's going to take you a country minute to finish up old Lord Vader. Old Lord Schmader going to take you a minute. So there you go. Hopefully that helps you out there, Alpha and Omega. And I'm pretty sure one of our patrons, so you can get that help anytime you ever need, buddy. What's that?
Hold on.
Somebody's asking, not us, a question.
Oh, okay. So I say, is that the wifey? Wifey?
Not mine.
Well, not you. I'm just talking about the BCM.
Yeah, that's my wife. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Go do your thing. You want happy wifey. Happy wifey for the BCM.
Man, are we just that much of a mismatch in this TW?
I have no idea.
What a rewards bracket. Oh, we're 360 again. How far off?
Listen, man, I just work here, dude. I haven't got any instructions either from the guild, so we just chilling.
Well, we just ticked over a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
So.
Thanks. You are welcome, Alpha and Omega. Always a pleasure. Let the Wookiee win, because someone who is just trying to flex requested a review too, asking for a friend, of course. Yeah, we'll look at anybody. As I said, anybody that wants to look, just if you want to flex, that's fine too. I mean, we do all that stuff. Let the Wookiee win.
If you want to flex, that's fine.
Yeah.
We just have
I'll do
priority
anything
to
for the
patrons.
tacos.
Priority goes to the patrons.
Patrons go
That's all.
first. Anybody else? Yeah. Well, there's no patrons here. Want us to look at their stuff? That's fine.
Well, it's just the there's so many Lord Vader teams without level 9 Krons.
And RTW.
Yeah, on their defense.
Oh, is there, Clayton? Should I go? We have to wait for guild orders, don't we?
I may do we. We should. Let's put it that way. We
Yeah.
should.
We'll wait.
Has somebody fought my Malgus yet? I want to see how it goes for people. I changed up my defense a little bit.
So this is all Ray stuff in the north at the Padmes.
Ray, Padme's, a couple mismatched stuff, and then the south wall is like Newt Separatist garbage and Vader.
Oh, that's gonna get. Jesus Christ, that could be geode.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like it just looks like.
No, my friend, I want to take on these Lord Vaders with my Fennec.
Yeah, I mean they're just not that great. Oh, I feel bad.
Yeah.
We got to be here. Hugely
There's a
mismatched.
couple level 9 Datacrons here.
Yeah, but we're talking about like less than like 10 versus, you know, we've got a whole wall of them.
I know, it's pretty gross. Hey man, we
what
don't control the matchmaking. We just fight the fights that we get, man.
Well, it's like we're not sandbagging,
No.
you know, but at the same time, we only had like 40 out of our 50 members join.
Yeah.
So it's like part of it just comes down to we have a game mode that people just don't want to engage with nearly as much.
No, they do not. We can do nothing about it.
Let's see.
All right.
Figure out.
We're gonna do a last call. Let the Wookiee win. If you want us to throw your ally code in, and we'll go flex on there. Last call for any other Ross reviews and stuff. Mary just says only a small handful of us enjoy TW. It's true. So last call for questions, and let the Wookiee win or anybody else who wants to meet Ross review is now is the time.
I mean, I like TW, but they've kind of made it pointless to play to a degree until the rewards change again, because like until they require more R9s, you're not going to get people to take it.
We don't control anything with the matchmaking, Hawthorne. I mean, we've been at like we had 44 one round, and we faced someone that had like a buttload more GP than us, and we got stomped. So yeah. I have no idea, man. Curious to hear your opinion on mods. Well, we're not going to look at all your mods or let the Wookiee win, but we'll look at some of this stuff here. All right. All right, Mr. Flexer. Let's see what you got there for us. 4.2 million. Well, let's just look here real quick. We'll look at your JMK. He's speed set. Okay. 563. Yeah, that's pretty good, actually, for this level. Let's sort you by speed. Let's just take a look here. Catch your fastest character outside your Kronobi. She's 362. So far, I'm not seeing any poopy stuff. Bosk is what speed? He is 342. Good tenacity, good stuff. Yeah, this is pretty good so far. Do some spot checking here. So far, I'm not finding anything. Oh, we have a gas. Let's see how you did gas. Oh, how should I look here real quick? That's really good protection. Damage a little low, but it's a little slice and get that over 9k. That'd be pretty good. But high protection gas works. Yeah, for 4.2, this is pretty solid. Grievous on health. Trying to find something to give you a hard time about, but not seeing anything yet. Oh, hey, a Wombo. Well, tenacity. How much tenacity? Yeah, go more on your tenacity here. I just like all tenacity and Wampa. It's really made a big difference. Go more tenacity with your Wampa. Yeah, speed order looks really good. I'm not seeing anything here. This is a flex. This is a really good job. Boss grief. Okay. Sam's. You've made a fatal error here, my friend. Your Zam is faster than your Bosk. Actually, that's not that bad, is it?
I mean, she will always be no matter what with that Omicron, so it doesn't really change much, does it?
No, it doesn't really change much. So, no, as long as grief is after boss, this is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I still like it. I love high tenacity on Wampa anyway, because when we use it against other teams, because if he resists any of those first moves from a lot of teams, and we've used it against a lot of teams, let the Wookiee win, then he gets another 100%. So if he's at 250% tenacity, just I'm throwing like mine's at like 150 roughly. You ain't stopping the Womps. Wompy gonna go Womp a Womp. Of course, mine's at Relic 7 too. So. No, this is pretty solid, man.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, it looks really good. Really good job on your mods here. Good speed on your characters. For 4.2, this is actually really, really good stuff.
Yeah. I mean, for the most part, like tenacity and Wampa, I mean, it's back and forth. It depends what you want to fight with, but you should always have a decent amount of tenacity. You should always be somewhere over 100 anyways on him, just generally. And then take the health mods where you can get him after that.
No, for the most part, this is a really good job. Speed order looks great. The mods you've got on characters looks really good. I haven't seen anything that made me go, no. Death Ribbon super fast. Basti is probably, what's her speed?
Right behind him.
331, yeah. So, yeah,
Oh,
yeah, you're good, dude. No, this is a good job, man. Yeah, that's a good flex. For 4.2, that's fantastic work, man. Really good job. Really, 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 really good job. Oh, have we got the orders? We did. Okay, first Ray UC, Pam UCLS, first gas mirror, Lord Vader use SR. I don't want to use SLKR. Oh, I'm not even gonna go fight, dude. Not even bothering, dude. I don't want to use that.
Just go use your bounty hunters.
No, he didn't. They didn't say we could. I'm not gonna get in trouble for not following orders. It's not how I roll. Wait, Maddie's writing some more here.
He's listening to us and he's
Like,
updating the orders.
I'll teach those two to keep their mouths shut.
Let's see.
All right, let's we'll do a final call. We'll do some battles here in TW once I get the final word here, and then we'll end the stream. Yeah, it's been a good day. We helped a lot of people with their rosters, is what we do here. Didn't pick up any new Patreons. That's okay. Hey, as I said, you guys, we need 10 in the next until Monday. So if you guys want the lore stuff, then that's the deal. And did I get any tips in the tip jar? No tacos for Ranger today, but that's okay. All right. Waiting for the word here from Maddie I. And then we will go do battles. Darkseid, hello there, sorry I'm late. Darkseid is never late, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to, Proto Buggins. You're fine, buddy. Right in time for me to go make a fool of myself with my bounty hunters. Unless Clayton beats me too, and then I have to go clean up his fell. I am going to go after that level 9 Datacron. I've got to do it there, Clayton. I got to go for it.
I mean, I can't blame you because it's just low-hanging fruit.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know about that. It's still going to be a shitty fight, but...
Come on. Go away, Nihilus. No one wants you here.
Is Matty still typing? Boy, he is tippy-tapping away. Mm-hmm. We wait. We're waiting. We'll see what happens. Stay away from my friends. Need instructions that do not require SLKR.
I don't know why they are, because there's only like a couple of level 9 Datacrons out there. Everything else is
know.
pretty.
Come on, let us go in there. Let me and Clayton loose. We will probably get our ass kicked, but it's okay. All right, get your questions in. Get your while we're waiting on this. Mini roster reviews, questions, blah blah blah. Do that. Tip jar things. We'll wait and see what happens here with Maddie. Also, God bless our officers, man. They go through. They just do too much, man. I just don't know how they have the patience for it, especially dealing with brain dead idiots like me and Clayton.
All right.
Watch him say, "Everyone else can use this. Clayton and Ranger. No soup for you." Nice.
Listen, if
Not
that's
put
how he
anything
wants
else.
to play it, I'm okay with not doing anything for TW.
Well, I'm not using. Oh man,
What?
they didn't put the. Alright. Well, I'm not going to use SLK auto versus that. I'm going to go attack a array. It says you can use C. This first one looks creamy with resistance pilot. I'm almost curious. I want to kill that. Let's go C. Let's go. We'll go Watt here because I'm not using that in the south. I'm just not going to. Watt, and then we'll go Sith. Should be able to use. I guess we can go. No, wait a minute. Didn't I have my trooper up before then? I guess I didn't. Well, we can put Savage on there. Oh, that's what I want to put on there. Ducal. Maybe Marauder? Nah, I don't know about that. Oh, we just need to get the things. Let's add Datacron. Watch resistance pilot tear my ass apart on this fight.
If that happens, Ranger, I have questions.
I have questions myself. All right,
Oh.
in we go. Resistance pilot makes me scary. Let's link Finn and Ray. I mean, might as well, right? They're going to be the ones doing the most bullshit, so. Who I want to stun here? Let's put it on you. Alright, do that. Okay, let's put the mid pack on Savage. And of course, who do they go for? Watt. But you know what? It's too late. It's too late, my friends. I have already begun. Get wrecked.
Why did they put Pilot there? Like, they must have
I don't know.
teams with Ben somewhere in the back.
Well, Watt's a dead. He's going to die. There's nothing I can do about that. Watt's going to die before then. Yeah, you have fallen, and you cannot get up, my friend.
Hey, look right there, South Zone. First Lord Vader used Slacker, practice Fennec bounty hunters. Use
Oh, now they changed it. Okay, fine. I want to relink here, don't I? We'll save it.
What to say? Where's your alt?
That's fine.
You were
'Cause
all-
now I can relink. I shall relink you. And you, because I'm going to kill the Poe. No, I'm not. There's a taunt there. Damn it. And she's an ultimate. Thank God I waited. Alright. Let's focus on Zere. Owie. Thank God I've got that tech on. I mean, how many are you going to take, girl? Shit.
All of them.
Not an efficient fight, but a clean fight. Okay.
Some days, that's literally all we can ask for.
Yep.
Yep.
Alright, it is
Win's
time.
a win.
I'm going
Doesn't
in,
matter if
Clayton.
you win by an inch or a mile.
Alright, where's one of those level 9 daddy crowns? Let's see what we got here. One is
The loneliest number.
cooldowns, and then max health and protection. Okay. And
Die
then,
faster, Treya.
and then the other one is probably the same. Let me look here.
And then...
Fast ultimate. And then... Alright, we'll attack the level 9. I'm going in, Clayton.
Yay. Die faster, Treya. No one likes you.
They don't like you. I don't like you either. You watch yourself. Alright, add the data crons. There it is. Alright. See how this goes to diarrheas. Alright. Here we go. Big fight. There's no Thrawn on here, so should be straightforward. Let's see how this goes.
Listen, Maddie, the only person you were upsetting was Ranger.
I want to use bounty hunters to kick that ass.
I was gonna do it anyways.
And it's okay. Ranger's always upset. So.
That's
I
true.
suck.
It is the ginger rage inside of him. It burns within his soulless
I
body.
may shoot Vader here. Darth Vader? Doesn't he get the cooldown reduction bullshit?
He does. So if he gets to his
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tasty
that would
little,
be bad.
he'll just sit there and all day and smoke you. He'll give you the smoke show.
Free kick. I'll take it.
Oh. Why? Thank you, Treya. Thank you for putting Isolate back onto Kenobi.
Did I put
even
this
though
on
he wasn't
Bosk?
taunting. Put what on Bosk?
Hit the protection, or to keep it on Fennec. Because
Fennec will be fine. Has anyone else triggered yet?
no.
Yeah, then just put it on Bosk. It'll be fine. Of course, he takes his turn. It's all right. Flip it, reverse it, taunt it, flick it, whip it, bop it.
Kill the Vader.
Man,
No.
that was such a fun drunk game.
Alright, we will get rid of Piet. No, we will not. The bullshit is happening. Oh, do I protect Rafe here? No, we gotta protect Fennec. Stay on target. Oh. Oof. Piet, you're a bitch.
Yeah, a little bit.
Ugh. Uh-oh. No, no, no! Oh my god. Jesus. Oh, please, God. Please allow me to kick him in the head. That's not what I needed. Oh, no. Oh, diarrheas. Oh, no. No! Well. Alright, we can finish this off with troopers. I'm not happy with the bullshit Datacron, but we got rid of, you know, some of the other pieces there, so.
Yeah, we all do, Felipe.
Alright, we go clean up.
All right, Chris Paul has a question, even though he forgot to put question. It says, do you use Scion of Django and TW for anything specific now?
I don't.
I mean, well, we don't have the Omicron, so there's that.
Yeah,
The Wolf
there's
would
that.
like to point out that apparently using Bounty Hunters versus Piet is a bad idea.
We had it, man. I was getting there. That's okay. We're going to try to clean this up. And we want range, and we want the shocked T. Oh, very good. And I don't really have a Datacron here, so I'm pretty sure I don't. Actually, what do I have? That's bones for dark side, gains tenacity. Left side, whenever dark side is going to deal with the gain 2% critical. Sure, why not?
Boo on your timings. Oh.
Okay. Put this on you. We cleanse with the Shrek tea. Go punch. Big hit. We didn't land ability block. That sucks butt. Oh, damn it. Go, Dark Trooper. Stomp it. Kill the Vader. He is garbage. We do not like him.
Rock'em sock'em robot, go.
Go, go, go. Go, go, gadget. Punchy. Yes, we cleaned it up.
Got him.
All right, I've done my duty for king and country. Yeah, it was going good, but just one more turn.
Some would say you took a dookie on King and Country, but you know.
Who's that? I want names, so I will punch them in the dick. Or
His name was
titty.
Carthrick.
No, you don't have titties, so penis it is. All right, I have done everything you've asked. I have done some battles. I'm good. I've done good work. Yeah, the dodge stuff is just, it's poo-poo.
Come on, get me over to.
All right, last call. Any mini Ross for any questions? Last call. Tip jar, Patreons, all that shit. Last call. You want to throw something in the tip jar? It's fine. You want to get mini Ross for you? It's fine. Any questions? It's fine. Last call because I'm gonna wrap it up. Wrapping it up. I gave you bonus TW beatings.
Just wrap it up.
Wrap it up. Give it a little.
Wrap it up.
Give it a little
Just
wrap.
wrap it up
Just
here.
wrapping it up. Little rappy rap. Little rap. Yeah. We are doing the final call, my friends, so get it in. Oh, man. Oh, crack.
Until it's been a long time since I've done the Sith raid, I completely forgot about cleansing trade
Oh,
stacking.
no.
Looking at my character board. No, I'm fine. It was just funny because I completely forgotten about it, and I'm like staring at the board. I'm like, why am I taking so much damage right now? Oh, my bad.
That thing. That's the reason.
Mechanics are hard.
Yeah, I did that. I was like, what is it? I could solo it now with Slacker. And I think I got down to, I think it was the last, or no, it was, I can't remember what I did, but it was somewhere in the middle that all of a sudden everybody died. I'm like, what did I do?
Stuck in the middle with you, and I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I mean, I still took first, but, it's just like, what the hell?
Doesn't,
Yeah.
the results are all that matters. It really does. All right, I think we are good. All right, my friends, thank you for hanging out today. We are going to be, well, I'll try to get a quick lunch stream in tomorrow, but I got a busy couple days coming up, so, but definitely Thursday and Friday will be here. And then Friday, we're not going to do happy hour. We're going to do a happy hour. It's just going to be in Discord because I'm going to be watching the World Series game. Maybe I'll do GAC in there beforehand, but yeah. But don't worry, we will definitely have the big Wednesday stream tomorrow, and I will suffer.
Yay!
GAC.
Ranger suffrage brings me joy.
I bet it does, you son of a bitch.
It brings us all joy.
That's right. So, thanks for joining us. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe, all that crap. Enjoy your guys' company today. Be safe, and we will holler at you.